Bostonian is Matt Perrault.
This is our city.
The book is Dave Sharapan.
Pay him. Pay that man his money.
Together, they are the Bostonian versus the book.
You covered 12. I covered.
Follow the show on Twitter at Boston versus the book.
How do you like them apples?
Bringing you the best insight on sports betting news, Matt and Dave's daily picks, and an entertaining and unfiltered dive into the sports betting industry. Here's Dave Sharapan and Matt Perrault.
And here we go.
Happy Roll Call Friday, you degenerates. What is up? It is the day that everyone gets excited for. Ooh. It is the day that our mentions RIP to all the notifications. You guys do an incredible job on Roll Call Friday. Welcome to the show. Thank you for being here. Dave Sharapan, Matt Perrault with you guys for the next 2 hours or so. Adam Hill, Review Journal, live from the practice field for Raiders and the Steelers, coming up here in just a couple of minutes. But before anything else, Mr. Sharapan, how are you? I have no idea why you're wearing Ducks stuff. It's not hockey yet. That's in 2 weeks.
Quack, quack. Everybody's talking about the Ducks, okay? This is the only Duck thing I got. Well, I got some old hats, but they're nasty.
Is that the Oregon Duck?
This is the Oregon Duck.
Okay, that is the Oregon Duck. Okay.
That's the Oregon Duck up top. This is the Mighty Ducks here. Ducks flock together. That's what we do on Fridays with the Brigade.
Sorry, Will, that word's tough.
Flock. I said flock, not the other thing, but we're going to cash those overs today, too. The guys put together the parlay. What time will we start ish?
On the nose.
Are we going to say sorry, Will?
Oh, right. That's a lot.
It's all overs. It's all overs.
No, you were right on the 11 a.m. is what I set the clock for 11 a.m. Pacific time. We hit it on the number.
Perfect timing. Listen,
Doink.
And everybody's going to be done watching Pat and the boys, at least on ESPN, so they're coming over here. We get that influx of people, which we appreciate. We love Pat and the boys, Gumpy and Tone and Nikki and all of them. We got things to do over here. We got a lot to talk about. We got a stacked rundown. You kept typing. That thing, I kept scrolling. I was like, this is crazy, Perrault. Went nuts. I said I had a couple things that I wanted to put in there. You hit them all. I didn't have to add or change one thing.
Good.
Settle in.
Good.
Relax. First things first. Fridays. The people are coming in. You know what you got to do. 1, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. 2, fire in the super chats because those things pop. If you want to do that, and I definitely will see the super chat, we'll get to them at the end of bonus time. Mm-hmm. If there are questions about games that we don't have, wait. But if you want something said or recognized, do that. And number 3, you got to start with the cities, boys. We need the cities where you're at, not the roll call with the 3-digit area code in the city and maybe the temperature, JC from KC. We'll do Roll Call Friday in approximately 75 minutes from right now. That's about when we do it or so, 12:15-ish. Try to do it before we get off the air on the replay on Sirius XM 159 tonight, Sports Grid TV tonight, all over the place, on the Twitter, on the YouTube. Perrault, did I hit? What's the Discord channel again?
BVBshow.com is to get into our Discord channel.
That's all I got.
And you guys will get a lot of us tonight because we are doing this program, and then you're going to get Sports Grid in-game conversations with us tonight from 8 until 10 Eastern. So, yeah. Are
you wearing that baby blue thing tonight?
I might. I like North Carolina this weekend, so maybe. Yeah, it's possible.
All right, because I got something later for you. If you're wearing that, okay. I might have to coordinate. Everybody got to coordinate. Right. We could coordinate.
I like it. Yeah, I could pull that out. I could definitely. I mean, I like Carolina.
Jack just texted me and said, what games are you guys going to want to talk about today?
I took care of it already. Took care of it.
I sent him. I said, well, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button to Bostonian versus the book, and you'll get a nice preview of what we'll do later. You'll know the games, Jack. So There you go.
I sent them the 7 important ones that we'll touch on tonight.
Okay.
Which are pretty self-explanatory in terms of if you're a college football fan or NFL football fan, you kind of know what we're going to be talking about. So
Yes.
Adam Hill will join us here momentarily, but until then, let's talk about what happened last night.
Oh, my.
Niners win, cover, under, hits. Amazingly enough, you bet under 44. Whoo, baby. That was
Same
tough.
game teaser did work, though.
It
because
works
you
again.
brought that total down. I believe we're going to have to go back and check the clip. But you said it would go over 38, but stay under 44.
I did.
And that's a hard math problem. Somehow the Giants get 12.
Well,
Who
I said
gets
14.
12 in a
Yeah,
football game?
I thought it was going to
Right.
be, I thought 27-14 is kind of
Right.
what I thought. And so I didn't want to play around in it. And I said it literally on our Discord channel last night as the game was going on. I was like, this is why I teased the games, because that back door was wide open. I mean, you had to sweat that out if you had bet both sides, minus 10.5 or plus 10.5.
Right.
That I was like, I don't have to sweat it. I was like, I'm good either way. So
Right.
I was glad that I didn't have to worry about that, or the total for that matter, getting there. So only 12 points. 12 is a weird number. Yeah. For the Giants. That's a strange.
Yeah, you don't usually have a game finish a final on 12, but got under. Smalls was on yesterday, and Steph knew it was going to be a bad night. I'm curious. I didn't text her this morning to see if she was awake at the end, but that was just one of those games. You just sit there and you watch, and like the Giants aren't winning this, and every prop hit. I mean, I don't know about you, but I was trying.
Except mine didn't hit. I hit my.
You didn't hit a prop?
I hit the Debo prop. I did not hit the Daniel Jones rushing prop. That did not hit, unfortunately.
Oh, well, all the positive props, I think, for the Niners hit.
Oh, yes. Niners, everything. Debo went way over.
CMC, McCaffrey hit. He scored a touchdown. He went over his receptions or yards or something. He did all that. Are you back? You're back. Okay. You froze there for a second. You got to get those tabs closed. How many tabs?
Everything's closed. Adam Hill just popped in. That's why.
Oh, well, when Adam comes in, that messes everything up. I mean, Adam comes in strong and he's ready to go.
Yeah.
I totally understand. Okay, so you get a pass there. But game was a dead game. It was just one of those games where Gambling Twitter had a big night. Woo, man. A lot of Niners tickets. Debo. Yeah. Who else did Kittle?
Kittle hit, yeah. All the Kittle, all the CMC, all
everything.
The
Brock
all the
Purdy
Debo,
threw
all the Brock.
2 touchdowns. Everything.
Yeah, everything hit positively for the Giants. Yeah, it all. I mean, the game went according to script for the Giants and the Niners for that matter. Giants not scoring, Niners scoring. If you bet under on a lot of the Giants props, under passing for Daniel Jones, all those things came in. So it went according to script. Game stayed under. Giants covered 10.5. It was sort of one of those games where it was a textbook. Nothing unusual happened in that game. It went pretty much how we thought it was going to go. But for the Giants, and we'll get to Adam Hill just in 1 second, live from the Raiders practice facility, they play the Seahawks, Dolphins, and Bills next. They're 0-3.
Oh, no, they're 1-2.
1-2. Sorry, yeah, sorry. They beat the sorry, 1-2.
Imagine if they were 0-3.
Yeah, it feels like they're 0-3. They're 1-2.
It does feel like they're 0-3.
Seahawks, Dolphins, Bills. That defense, their offense without Saquon's not coming back for a month. He has a high ankle sprain. I mean, it's a 4 to 6 week injury for Saquon Barkley.
Another couple losses, and we might be
right
relaxing a little bit if I'm Saquon. Like
saying, scroll down. I agree.
I mean, I'm hurt. I'm still hurt. What do you mean? We did the X-rays. It looks like it's healed up. Yeah, it still hurts. This is where they're going to get into with these running backs. You're hurt or not? Are you playing or not? I don't know. You're getting paid or not? Blah, 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 blah. It's going to lead to a lot of questions. But yes, the Giants are in trouble. Real trouble. Trouble.
They can't score. They don't. I mean, Darren Waller. We'll talk to Adam Hill about that. I mean, I thought Darren Waller would be a weapon for that offense. I don't know if he's not. That hamstring must still be really a problem for him because he tweaked it earlier in the year. It's what cost him, I think, 8 games last year for the Raiders. He just doesn't look like himself. Like, he doesn't look like the same player.
Yeah.
That offense needs him right now. I mean, they don't have really any wide receivers that really make you afraid. Waller over the middle was supposed to be like the binky for Daniel Jones. And now without Saquon Barkley, I mean, they don't have a running attack. Breda is okay. But when they get down, it's over. That defense will have so much pressure on it to keep them in games for the next 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's Crunchy just came in. Crunchy Beaver said in a word, one word, done. Like DJ Thump says, D1, I'm done. The Giants are D1. Done. That's it. Sorry, Giants fans. Pick a different team. Gonna be a long season here. That guy, Fraggle Rock. What are we naming this guy?
I don't know. The end of the
We
season.
gotta give him a name.
The end of the season guy for the Giants. Looks like somebody said it looks like somebody punched him in the nuts really hard. Like his face is like, oh.
Oh boy. Yeah. Chat, put a name for the Giants AI mascot guy.
Yeah, mascot. That's too good. All right, let's get to our guy. He's been patiently waiting. Let's bring him on. He is the one and only Adam Hill, covering the Las Vegas Raiders.
Put him in the big box, people.
He's in the big box for us here for us on a Roll Call Friday. Mr. Adam Hill, how are you, sir?
I was good until I saw whatever that thing was you just put on the screen. What on earth? First of all, can we show that again? Because I think it may violate my number one mascot rule.
Which is what?
Because I love mascots and I'm obsessed. I can't really. Here's the thing: I can't tell. I really get creeped out if a mascot wears a shirt but not pants.
You don't have
a mascot doesn't have to wear clothes at all. Like, that's fine. But if you give him a shirt, let's give him some pants. Like, we're acknowledging that clothes exist in the mascot world.
Oh,
why are we wearing a shirt? But he might have had like.
I've
was
never
he rocking like a?
I don't.
Did
know.
he have like a? Did he have like a?
He
might have like a
diaper.
bikini bottom on, like a diaper.
It looks like a diaper. He looks like a diaper.
I never even.
What are we doing?
What are we doing? That's really true. He looks like a diaper.
I don't know what's going on.
You just pointed that out. That's amazing. Now I have to go look through these mascots to see if anyone else is wearing pants. That's a really great point.
There's many. I think Clark the Cub stands out of my mind. Was wearing a shirt, but then just bare bottomed. Like, what are we doing here? I don't care if don't put a shirt on. That's fine. But then if you're gonna wear the shirts, let's go. Let's get some shorts or like a basketball shorts, something.
It's like a risky business type of thing. It looks like Tom Cruise sliding.
I don't know what's going on.
In the socks.
I don't know what's going on with that, man. But I will say that thing probably plays quarterback better than Daniel Jones. So that might be the one. That's the issue. You're talking about all these issues. Daniel Jones stinks, and he's always stunk. And he had a good year with a new system, and then you're going to reward him, which is preposterous. But also, if you want to look for excuses, like they did have 2 starting offensive linemen out last night, and then a third. Evan Neal got hurt during the game too, so it was a mess up front. But I just don't think Daniel Jones is very good. So
we're gonna have to do a Adam Hill review of some of these mascots. Adam, we did the mascots, the AI mascots for the season previews of the teams. We're gonna have to go back, Perrault, and see if anyone's wearing pants. I don't think anybody's wearing pants.
Most of them are shot from the waist up. So for some reason, this one was not. Like the Giants one is full body for some reason. The rest of them are like the Chargers one is wearing a full pants. Like Chargers got the full costume on.
Fair.
So he's wearing everything. But everyone else, like the Browns guy, is just the waist up.
Oh, what is that?
See?
That's the Browns guy.
What is that?
That's an AI thing.
Good.
Adam, that's an AI thing.
AI Brown.
Listen, you've been over there all week. Practice facility, listening, going on. The town is being invaded by the Yinzers and all the Steelers fans. They're everywhere.
I know one person from Pittsburgh. He's here.
They're all here.
They're all here.
I got a text last night from a high school friend that I haven't seen in 25 years. Somehow they found me and said, I'm coming to town. Can we get together Saturday night? I'm like, I don't know yet. But Adam, what's the buzz over there? What's the buzz? Because the Raiders are coming off a terrible performance.
First of all, well, the Steelers won, but they're not coming off a barn burner either.
That's right.
The team's a little scary. I will say, and I'll also add to your point there that I was in Pittsburgh last weekend. The Raiders trained in West Virginia last week, and I drove from there up to Buffalo for the game. Stopped in Pittsburgh for the Pirates-Yankees game.
Nice.
Had a UNLV hat on. I walked around town just from Acrisure over to PNC. Checked out the restaurants in between, a couple bars, and with the UNLV hat on, had like multiple people stop me. Oh, I'll be in Vegas next week. Like, yeah, okay, so will I. See you there. But yeah, I mean, they're all coming.
Did
They're
you
all
like
coming.
Pittsburgh? Did you like Pittsburgh?
Should we move on?
You went to all the wrong places, Adam. You went to all the wrong places.
It's actually not bad. It's not bad. I'm
the ballpark's incredible, is it not? PNC's great.
It's in my. I've been to, I think, all but two. I think I'm missing right now that I've been to. It's very high on my list. Nothing's topping San Francisco. And San Diego is incredible just for the neighborhood it's in and everything around it, and being down in San Diego. But PNC's right there, man. It's really nice, very cool spot, and I like what they've done with the district too. It's one of the things we talked about. I was up there with a colleague and said, "Hey, this is what we need around Allegiant, right? Like if we had a district like this around Allegiant,
amen,
it would be crazy. And if we could, by the way, if we could build a baseball stadium there and have a stadium district like they do in Pittsburgh, game changer. But we're not going to do that, so that's unfortunate. Instead, we get the A's who can even mess up a retirement ceremony, as we saw last night.
Can you give you're giving an alcoholic a bottle of wine? Like, what are you doing? Guy's not alcoholic. A
mediocre
bottle of wine.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Yeah.
Awful.
And, hey, your Las Vegas A's. Let's go. Can't wait. It'll be exciting. The question, I think I've spiraled from mascots to alcoholism to whatever. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, look, there's a ton of Steelers fans. There's no question about it. And I think the Raiders fans are fired up as they always are. Whatever it is, 50%, 60%, whatever's going to be in the building. I think it's going to be like 60-40 Steelers fans in the building on Sunday night. But it's a prime time game. There's a lot of excitement. This is a really, really storied rivalry. Obviously, some of the biggest moments in NFL history have involved these teams. So I think there's a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. And look, I think it's going to be one of those games where some crazy things happen. Like neither team can run the ball right now. The Steelers can't do anything offensively. They're generating offense with their defense. The Raiders have turned the ball over. Like I think there's going to be a lot of wild things that happen on Sunday night. So I'm excited about it. But more importantly, guys, the game is secondary. I don't know if you guys know this. Halftime show Sunday night just announced Lil Wayne. I am in.
Really? In the stadium or outside the stadium?
In the stadium.
Wow.
Hello.
Lil Wayne Sunday night. I could not care less about the game anymore, so I'm in.
Big rap
awesome
guy, Adam. That's
Lil Wayne, I mean, he's been around. He went from Colorado now to Vegas. He's pushing. He's out there now doing football.
I'm already going to be out of it because Kendrick Lamar is playing at about midnight Saturday night downtown Vegas.
Yeah.
So I'll be there. And then
where is he
luckily
playing?
Life is Beautiful. He's headlining Saturday night.
Life is Beautiful. Right.
3-day music fest tonight. The Killers, local band, and then Saturday night Kendrick Lamar headlining. So I'll be there. Well, they are local. I used to watch them at the local bars.
Yeah.
When they were just starting out, and now they're massive. So they're headlining Friday, and then Kendrick Lamar Saturday. So I'll be a little out of it Sunday morning. So thank goodness the Raiders are playing early. Get a little time to recover, and then the Lil Wayne concert with some football around
game
it.
happening around it.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. All right. So the Raiders offense under Jimmy Garoppolo, you obviously watched it last year. You watched what this offense was looking like and what McDaniels was trying to do. And it didn't really work last year with Derek Carr as well as they wanted it to. Now with Garoppolo, is there a difference? Do you see a marked improvement offensively with the new quarterback?
Well, they can't run the ball. I don't know how much that has to do with the new offense of Jimmy Garoppolo or what's going on, because it's been kind of weird. The offensive line has been playing really well in pass protection. The tackles have graded out phenomenally well. Jermaine Illuminor returning Colton Miller quietly, one of the best left tackles in the entire league. They've been really, really good protecting the passer. No sacks in 2 games. Jermaine Illuminor hasn't had a lot of pressure since like week 15 of last year. Colton Miller is playing on that same kind of level. Like they've been great. But for some reason, they can't block against the run. Now, I talked to a couple of the linemen this week that just said, look, we're getting stacked boxes. Like there's 8, 9 guys in the box all the time. We have to back them off. And I think that's part of it. They're going to have to back some safeties off the line of scrimmage that are creeping up and, getting into the run game. But they need to figure something out. They need to run the ball. That's the team's identity. Josh Jacobs led the league in rushing last year. Josh McDaniels just said, in that right behind that door, right behind you guys where you are, he just said, last year they struggled to run the ball the first couple weeks too, and they ended up leading the league in rushing. So they're not concerned, but they've got to get it fixed pretty soon. And if they can't run the ball against the Steelers, who have been just allowing everyone to run against them these first 2 weeks, if they can't run the ball this week, there's some real issues. That's a red flag.
Line opened up. Pittsburgh, a point favorite. It's flipped to Raiders -2.5, pretty much consensus. The total opened up 41, immediately went to 43. It's been sitting there all week. Does that sound like an over or an under based on what you're saying about the game plan and running the ball and all this other stuff in the Steelers offense, despite the fact that, TJ Watt was their best player and he plays defense? Are they going to score? What's your take on the total for the game?
So I'm going to hate doing this. Like, I'd hate if I was listening to it, but I'm going to hate myself saying it. Like, this is a dead under game script. Like, it's going to be tough for teams to move the ball, I think. But I also feel like there's going to be like 2 or 3 defensive touchdowns and it's going to go over. And you're going to be sitting there saying, what just happened? This game, nobody could get a first down and it went over? Like, what happened? That's going to be the kind of game you're watching. So it's kind of a cop-out to say, look, I'd lean over even though I think it's a dead under game. But I do feel like that's what we're looking at here. There's a kick return. There's a defensive score each way. I just feel like the crazy things are going to happen on Sunday night. I was kind of looking back. The Raiders' last defensive touchdown was the walk-off Chandler Jones return against the Patriots. One of the weirdest plays we've ever seen.
I love that.
I see something like that. I see something like that happening in this game this week.
So there's 2 injuries, one on either side worth noting. One is the ankle for Davante Adams, and the other is Minka Fitzpatrick, who went to the hospital, who says he's okay to play. But you obviously have major injuries on the defensive line right now for the Steelers. How healthy is Adams? And if he is healthy, Fitzpatrick being banged up, how big of a deal is that to you?
Davante's fine. There's no issues. He's fine. I wouldn't worry about him at all. Jacoby Myers back to out of concussion protocol, so he'll go, which I think is big for Davante and the rest of the offense. They really struggled to find a secondary receiver last week. So Jacoby Myers, who had 9 for 81 and 2 touchdowns in week 1, and then didn't play last week, I think is a big addition to get back for them. So health-wise, they're okay. I will say there's a little bit of a bug going around the team. A couple guys missed practice on Wednesday and Thursday. I'm not sure. Haven't talked to anybody today. We'll be in the locker room in a couple hours, but if anybody else got sick, but there definitely was a bug going around. Tyree Wilson, I know, missed practice yesterday. He's supposed to be back today, but I think they're trying to contain that, keep some guys away from the team. So that is something to monitor potentially. I don't know that there's going to be a real issue, but something to keep an eye on. But I think bugs are going around everywhere right now. If you associate with anybody, people are sick all over the place. So that's something to maybe watch. But Minka Fitzpatrick obviously would be a massive loss on the Steelers side. If he's not able to go, it sounds like he will be able to play, but will he be at full strength? We'll find out. But I think he's the kind of guy that, especially with so much attention offenses have to pay, knowing where Watt is on every single snap, that allows Minka Fitzpatrick to kind of wander free and just make plays. And he can be very, very effective at that.
Adam, in between now and Kendrick Lamar tomorrow and
Killers tonight. I'll go to the Killers tonight.
Okay, so in between Killers, Kendrick Lamar, and Lil Wayne, there's a bunch of college football games on Saturday, and they're talking about a lot of them. There's a lot of good matchups. There's
isn't there only one? There's only one game, right?
Which game would you be referring to?
It's Colorado, Oregon. Is the only game I've heard anybody talking about.
I have the Ducks hat. I have the Mighty Ducks jersey. It's all about the Ducks. But seriously, Adam, which game are you looking at? And maybe it's the Ducks. I don't know. But which game is going to take up a little bit of time before you nap to go to see Kendrick Lamar Saturday night?
Well, look, I'm not. So I have 2 college football teams. I get annoyed when people have 2 teams, but I do. I'm from Ann Arbor. I was just at Michigan 2 weeks ago now when they played UNLV, my alma mater here in Vegas, which was a tough game. But as a journalist, all I cared about was no overtime. Let me get the story done before deadline. That's all I care about. As a journalist, I didn't have any rooting interest. But Michigan Rutgers obviously a little bit interesting, but I'm not really concerned about. Don't play this back. If we lose to Rutgers, don't play this back and say I'm not worried. But I'm not worried about the game. I do a show here in Vegas with Steve Cofield, a big Rutgers fan. So it's a big game for us.
Mm.
But I'm not worried about it. But UNLV plays at UTEP.
Yes.
And look, it's
We're favored.
UNLV got an SEC win. Got an SEC win last week. That mighty SEC, real tough. UNLV 1-0. More SEC wins than Alabama this year. UNLV at UTEP, if they can continue this kind of success that they had, last week, they were able to, get that win against Vandy. Can they keep that going? A game they're supposed to win. They're favored on the road against UTEP. This is a massive, massive opportunity for UNLV football. So I'll be watching that.
Favored on the road, UNLV.
Yeah,
that's unbelievable.
What a moment! What a moment for the program. Big moment.
Well, I mean, look, did you buy? I mean, they obviously, I think it was 3.5 was the win total for UNLV. I mean, could they wind up going to a bowl game?
That was my prediction for the year. So I said, before week one, somebody said, what's the outlook for UNLV football? I said, I would be disappointed if there's not a bowl game this year.
Wow.
This is, and be careful how I say this. They look like they're actually a real football team now with a real football coach.
This is good. That's well said.
You go to practice and you're like, wow, real drills. They look like they have talent and a real team. They have they know what they want to accomplish every day.
Yeah.
That's a huge change for this program.
Adam, we got a story coming up later about reporters getting called about maybe the way they vote on different things, and betting is available and markets available and all this other stuff. You've been in Vegas a long time. You've been around gambling a long time. Does anybody ever call you and ask your opinion about something that, you might have information that they would be then able to use in a betting market or anything like that? Has that ever happened before?
I mean, every day.
Every day.
Oh, wow.
Every day. Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Now I'll preface this by saying the majority of them are people I know.
Right.
I mean, I know a lot of people, that are bettors in the betting world, or, even let's say, that I know a lot of people on the other side of the counter that are, odds makers and bookmakers. And I'll get, texts from them of, hey, what's going on with this guy? How's he looking? Is he going to play? That happens for sure. But I mean, as far as things that are untoward, every once in a while you get that of, hey, I'll give you money to, tell me this or whatever. I could just take it, but the bottom line is it's not even if you have the greatest information ever, it's helpful, but it's not a guarantee of anything, right? So
win.
I have this. I'm trying to ponder if I should. So I covered UFC. I covered UFC for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So I got to know a lot of fighters. I know a lot of fighters really, really well. It was about 10 years ago. There was a fight, and there was weigh-ins, and one of the fighters came out, and he found me, and he said, "Hey, just want to let you know, I'm winning this fight." And I was like, "What's going on?" He's like, I had a lot of confidence already. He's like, "We just went back to the back to do weigh-ins, and this guy passed out 3 times. He's trying to make weight. He can't make it. He passed out 3 times. They're trying to pull him out of the fight, but apparently he has, some financial problems, so he's going to take the fight anyway." He's like, "He can't stand, and I'm going to go just finish him right away." And I was like, "Oh, okay." In my mind, I was like, ethically, do I make a bet on this? What do I do?
Right.
I chose not to. I was like, you know what? I'm not supposed to, bet on things that I'm covering, and I'm not going to do it. And even in that case, I really wanted to, but I said I'm not doing that. And the fight starts, and the guy who told me he was absolutely going to win got mauled in the first round. Mauled. Now, I'll be fair. The guy that was winning the fight, who was not supposed to win, he gassed out and then lost in the second round. So the bet would have won. The guy was right. He won the fight. Okay. But it was one of those things where it very easily could have gone the other way. And that's as good of information as you're ever going to really have.
Right.
He's like, this guy shouldn't even be fighting in here. So, that's the kind of thing where I kind of learned that lesson of, you're going to have information. You're going to have people tell you things. You're going to have access to a lot of things in this job. But I'm very careful about even telling, my closest friends anything because there's no guarantees of it. Nothing is ever guaranteed, no matter what you know.
Nothing.
So yeah, I'll help people out of, hey, is this guy going to play? Like you guys just, hey, Devontae Adams, like no, he's completely fine. There's nothing there. Like that kind of thing, yes. But when people ask for like who's going to win this or what's it's tough to really to do that. Like you share it with your friends if it's if you think they're asking a legitimate question, but it's not something I think
they'll still be your friends even after if it loses.
Well, people that understand, right? So that's what I'm saying. If you could call some people you don't know and they're like, what do you know about this? Like, no, I'm not telling you anything, and I wouldn't even take money from you for that kind of information,
right?
Because it's nothing. But yeah, if you're people that understand the business, like you guys know,
right?
It being in the business, like, hey, I'm telling you this. It doesn't mean anything necessarily, but it's information or whatever. But yeah, there's just two different things, and it's a really, really dangerous world to get into to start pretending like you know something or sharing it or selling information like that.
It's fair. Adam, let me get you on this. You mentioned we started with the Steeler fans being here. At SoFi, when the Niners played at the Rams, it was pretty much 80-20 red.
Yeah.
What's the game day atmosphere is going to be like on Sunday night? And do you think it factors into the game at all? We've seen teams at home having to go to silent counts because of the rival fans being in the building.
I don't think it'll be like that. It's possible. And I'll also point out, like, it's not even a trashing of Raiders fans, right? When I say that it's going to be a strong Steelers contingent, because the Raiders next week go down to SoFi to play the Chargers, and it'll be 70-30 Raiders fans. Yeah. Like, the Raiders fans will be in LA. They are in LA. Right. But here, you just have so many fans willing to travel and wanting to be in Vegas and experience the weekend. And did you guys see what the Uber pickup line, the Uber and Lyft rideshare pickup line looks like at the airport? At the airport?
Really bad.
It's a nightmare.
Bad. Terrible.
An absolute nightmare. So yeah, it's gonna be wild. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be loud. It's gonna be a fun atmosphere. It's gonna be a really, really turned up crowd for Lil Wayne, and then a little bit of football on the side. But I'm excited for it. It's, I hate night games because of
Can you
no,
give us
I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to. First of all,
Lil Wayne song?
I've already had this discussion today for some people, and I'm trying to find my notes here on this. But we were saying what songs could he do? It's an NFL crowd.
It's a crowd.
There's kids.
It's
sure.
A crowd.
So what? I don't know what he's going to be able to do.
I bet he does the same set he just did at the VMAs, because he did that set and that it was three songs set, and he bleeped out like 25 swear words got beeped out, but the overall.
But you can't beep it out in the crowd, is what I'm saying.
No, you can't. But that's going to be the take. I mean, you're booking Lil Wayne. You know what's coming. You're not good. It's a Raider crowd. It's a Raiders Sunday night crowd. It's going to be R-rated.
I'll go. I'm me, but that'd be great if he does it. Yeah, I'm going to look up what set he did, and I'll tell you guys if it's the same set. But
look at the VMA set he did. I bet that's the same set he does for the Raiders.
Adam, find me a ticket. I'm going to come sit with you and watch the game. Find me a ticket.
If I do a press pass in the up in the press box, I'll do that. Can I also? I'm spiraling out of control with you guys. This is a strong debate we had. So I was trying to look up some recent Kendrick Lamar set lists,
right?
To see what he's been doing recently, right?
Yeah.
And I took a huge amount of heat in the press room here of saying, "Don't you just want to show up and be surprised? Like, what is the proper etiquette for going to a concert? Do you want to know what they're playing or do you not? I feel like you do.
I never want to know what they're playing.
I never want to know.
I never want to know.
Really?
I knew Taylor Swift's entire set list when I took my daughter to go see Taylor Swift, and I was disappointed by it. I didn't want to know.
Wait, Adam, you want to know?
I knew it was coming. Really?
Why?
Yeah.
For like bathroom breaks and like drink breaks and stuff like that?
I want to know how much longer I have. Like, like
you always got somewhere to go.
No, I'm saying I want it to be longer. Like, I want the show to be 8 hours long. Like, I would listen to Kendrick Lamar for 8 hours. I'm saying, like, if we get to a certain point, I know he's playing. I won't give it away for people that are going. I know how many songs he's playing, right? So I'm like, oh man, we only have 5 songs left. This sucks. Like,
See,
I'm aware of that.
Right, but you wouldn't be aware of that if you didn't know the set list. You wouldn't be aware of how long.
I'm even more disappointed if it's just like over. Like I'm trying to prepare. I want to extend the joy as long as possible.
That's
Thanks for
fair. I
extending
mean,
the joy
it's an
today.
argument one way or the other,
I
I
don't know.
guess.
No, I'm alone in this. So far, nobody's been on my side.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm against you too.
I'm against you too.
I'm sorry about that.
But I do feel like people are on my side that mascots need to wear pants if they have shirts.
That is 100% true.
That is 100% true. Mascots definitely need to wear pants. Somebody said I have to. Well, I must have got rid of it. Yeah, I got rid of the Colts one because the Colt one doesn't have pants either. So we'll find that.
Yeah.
Adam, enjoy the concerts and then a little football at the same time. We
Oh, you
appreciate your
later.
time as always, man.
Football. See you guys. Thanks.
Take care. Adam Hill, Las Vegas Review Journal, joining us here on the Bostonian versus the book. Good
What a
stuff
take with the
him.
pants.
Oh, that's actually 100% accurate.
He
He's so
nailed it.
right. He's so right about that. I can't.
He's
I've never
right,
actually.
100%.
Have you ever? I don't. I mean, it really is kind of creepy. He's right. It's a little weird.
Never put two and two together. But now that he's
Because like you know when you're just like when you're dating somebody for the first time, it was a long time for you, a long time for me too. But like when she ends up wearing your T-shirt the morning after, you know what I mean? Like it's a very hot look. It's a very attractive look. So
It
like
is.
a mascot. That's what I hearken back to when you tell me that there's a shirt on and no bottom. That's how much my brain goes. And I'm like, that's right. That's creepy as hell. That's really weird. He's absolutely right. Like that's a little awkward. Like, why aren't you wearing pants?
I don't know. Everyone in this house wears my stuff. Everyone in this house wears my shirts. Every single person in this house now, even little Consig Kendall, the 9-year-old, is
Right.
big enough to steal a T-shirt. They give me crap all the time about wearing stuff, and then I walking around. I'm like, "What are you doing? Where did you get that?" Well, I just decided to borrow it. Oh, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the Pirate Parrot. Does the Pirate Parrot have? It's always wearing a Bucko jersey, but I don't think he got no pants.
So like go through it. Like the chicken doesn't in San Diego.
But the chicken didn't wear nothing.
The chicken wear a jersey. Chicken wear Padres jersey.
No, very rarely. The chicken was the chicken.
All right. Well, we know that the Philly Fanatic wears a Phillies jersey and no bottom.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, the Philly Fanatic wears a Philly T-shirt and nothing on the bottom. So I think there's a lot of mascots that do
There
that.
might be a lot of
There's a lot of mascots. All right, before we go farther, and this is a good place to play this.
Yes.
You have created this thing where people around the country know who this guy is, and full disclosure, you're not tied to DJ Thump in any which way or
Not yet.
all. But you're not.
No.
This is you are a fan of a guy on the air here in Las Vegas who you listen to every single day?
Every day.
Every single day.
Every day. The 9 to 10 workout mix is electric. He just goes for about 40 minutes nonstop, mixing songs back and forth. And that gets me going before we do the show every single day. But yes, every single day, Monday through Friday.
So Dave became that guy.
Man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I really do, man. I thank you.
Every single day I do a show myself, and I mention you every single day, but especially on Friday, because I don't know what it is, Tom, but your energy on Friday is just even extra. I mean, it's good every day, but Friday, you bring it, you set off the weekend right. And I just wanted to tell you, my show's called Bostonian versus the Book. I'm coming to see you at that Perrault Theater. Open up. I've been waiting to come. I can't get it in the schedule. I'm coming the next time you're doing it. I can't wait to meet you. And again, God bless you, sir. Keep doing what you're doing. It's amazing.
Wow, man. God bless you, man. God gets the glory. And bless your show, man. I would love to check you out as well.
I appreciate you, sir. Have a great day. Keep it going. I can't wait for the workout mix between 9 and 10. But you'll keep it going. So have a great weekend.
Let's go, man.
Let's go!
How good is that? How good is that? DJ Thump going to come on the show at some point.
He better.
No, he's coming on.
He better.
He 100%'s coming on.
Need to start giving you a commission check. My goodness gracious. Look at that.
That was at 6:15 in the morning. He just
Damn.
starts the show at 6 o'clock till 10 o'clock is his shift. 4
Right.
hours, music, interviews, all that other stuff. He's outstanding. 105.7. You can listen to him there. Free plug for
Vegas.
DJ Thump.
In Vegas only.
In Vegas. No, you can listen to that anywhere. You
Right,
you
but
download the app,
it's
you
based
listen
out
to
of Vegas. It's
based in
105.7 in Vegas. They would have 105.7 in their hometown.
Oh, that's
So
true.
you have to go and search it out. It's 105.7 in Las Vegas.
Fair.
Whatever
Yes.
the call letters are for DJ Thump, which is just absolutely tremendous that you've now. Yeah, he's more than welcome to come on the show whenever he wants. All right, back to what happened last night here for a couple of seconds here. The Cowboys lost Trayvon Diggs for the season with a torn up knee. Now, defensive players don't move numbers, but given the fact that the Cowboys looked like a championship caliber defense, concerns in Big D?
Well, yeah. Who's playing now?
Yeah,
That's the first concern, right?
it's
as far
the
as
division
odds
for me.
Stuff, it doesn't affect anything right off the bat.
Right.
We'll watch now. So when something like that happens in a room, everybody's like, all right, does that do anything? Did anybody bet anything? Leave it. And you wait. Then you watch the game and you see, is that going to be a problem now? And that might affect the way you look at something later. No immediate effect as far as the numbers. Does that have any effect for you as someone who's just looking at the games?
No, but it does against the Eagles. So we'll see when they play Philadelphia. Not having Diggs there is going to think that's the game. Those are the games I think the Dallas Cowboys are really going to miss them. Is not having Diggs available when you got AJ Brown running around out there for the Eagles. Acuna scored his 140th run last night. It's the most in the last 16 years.
Amazing.
Olsen hit 53 last night. Braves continue to roll. Can you just bet the Braves to the playoffs? Just bet them, roll it over, money line, roll it over?
I didn't realize they're only a few games up on the Dodgers. So it's not like they're taking the last week of the season off. They're going to keep playing until they lock up that spot.
Right.
And then between them and Baltimore, I mean, they want to have home field throughout.
Mm-hmm.
If they get to the World Series, it would be terrible to just, rest for 3 or 4 days and blow home field throughout. So I don't know if you can bet them every day. The price is just
245, 250, 260
every day.
Every day. It's unbelievable. Orioles, Blue Jays both lose last night. Tampa Bay now just a game and a half back of Baltimore for the American League East. It is a dramatic different path for the Orioles if they go from the 1 seed in the AL East division champ to the wild card at the 4 spot.
Yeah.
Rangers, Mariners also just a half a game back of Toronto for the 3rd wild card spot.
Yeah.
It is gripping the bat tight time, Dave. This is fun.
Beyond fun. You could only hope to get one of these as you get down to the end of the baseball. We got a couple, and now we got, this is just the American League. We got to worry about the National League too.
Those division races are settled. It's all about the wild card.
Correct. Well, except the AL West.
AL West, AL East, but in the National League, they're settled. We know who 1, 2, 3 will be in the National League. The wild card is wide open. More than that in a second.
Correct. But this is going to be fun, and the opportunity as a fan, as a betting opportunity, you have high leverage baseball between the Rangers and the Mariners for a week, 7 games. You have a 7-game series to determine a 7-game or 3-game series.
Right.
It's kind of weird, but
3, 5, 7.
Yeah, but you have to play 7 to just get in to get into the tournament.
Yep.
So I can't wait. I cannot wait.
It's going to be wild to see Rangers and the Mariners playing each other.
And as he switches, he freezes. He's stuck.
Hold on.
Looks great with that hat. Yep, he's back. All right.
Okay. Marlins Cubs tied for the 3rd wild card as play begins today. Marlins are home dogs to the Brewers. They get a more difficult opponent today. Next 3 days.
How about those Pirates? Finding ways to just.
That was a dead under all game, and then I wrote it off. And it was like, man, it was 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Opened my app back up, watching football 8-4. I was like, hello. Where did that come from? And he kept the bullpens right. Both bullpens stink in that game.
Oh, yeah, and they hit the long ball. A couple good calls of that. on the Pirate broadcast. I was excited. I don't know what to do with the Cubs. I was on with Taylor yesterday. She's a Cubs fan. She says they have a saying in Chicago, says sunk in September. They're big favorites today. They got big series against. They got to sweep the Rockies. There's no playing around. They got to take all three.
Can't
Big
bet it,
trouble.
though.
Can't bet it.
I can't
No
bet it.
chance you can't bet it.
Can't
No
bet
way.
it.
We'll let you bet.
Don't trust them.
Hey,
Don't
can't
trust
do
them
it.
at all. They're playing just such bad baseball. It's amazing how bad they're playing. The Cubs are.
Yeah.
And then one more baseball story. We referenced it quickly with Adam Hill. Joel Sherman went on the MLB Network yesterday and said that gambling media has been contacting him to find out what he's going to vote.
Yeah.
On MVP and Cy Young.
Right.
Is this appropriate? Not friends, random people. I work for XYZ betting site calling up Joel Sherman because I have his number, because Joel Sherman's number. This is what I think happened. Major League Baseball puts out a black book, essentially. It has every writer's email and number that covers the teams. They have national media and local media.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're in the media, you get access to that black book. Now, it's not supposed to be used for nefarious purposes or to be handed over to a gambling media person. But if a gambling media person, like you and I get press passes, we get credentialed to go do events with mainstream media.
Of course.
We're technically gambling media, but we work with mainstream media. So we would be given access to normal stuff. We were going to and say the A's are playing here. When we go to an A's game, they would give us this, black book. I think that's how Joel Sherman's phone number got grabbed, and some random person called him and asked him about how he's going to vote.
I have no idea how they got a hold of him. I know that I am my title is a contributor to the MLB Network, so I have access to a lot of that same stuff. It would never.
Have you ever gone and looked at the black book when it gets put out?
I have it.
Look through it. You might be in there. Look through it. Normally, if the contributors, how MLB Network people, if you're an on-air personality, they will have your contact information in that book.
Well, maybe,
but Joel Sherman definitely has his stuff in that book.
Right. And again, I don't know who the person is that called, and they can identify themselves as anything. This has been going on for a long, long time. We were texting this morning before the show, and I've been in, this goes back to when I was at KDKA. We used to take calls from people asking us questions, and I'd be like, that guy wants to know because he wants to bet it. Like, they would ask these random questions, and I would have been with people that were either betting or booking games that would call press boxes or call numbers or sports information directors and ask questions. Information is huge. The weird thing about this one is it's a voting thing. Just like Adam said just now, people call him, ask him questions and stuff.
That's the difference.
There still has to be an event.
Yes, right.
The unique thing about this story is this is a voted thing.
Yes. And they're probably calling everyone trying to get an idea. Are you actually going to do this?
Right.
Like, are you what is your, that's the problem that I've got with the whole thing is it's like, what are you doing? Like, what, like, what are you doing? Like, and it could have been just an intern, right? It could just have been someone's job
to go ahead and anybody
just call around, see if you can get so-and-so on the phone.
Right.
Ask him a question. Hey, who is your vote for Cy Young? Who is your vote for MVP?
Right.
And it has to be because they're writing a story about Blake Snell, or they're having to find an angle or something. Like, I don't know. I can't jump to it being nefarious. It's just the new world.
I mean, if they called to ask about the MVP, what the hell are they calling about?
Like, to see what he's going to vote. Because
I know, but like
they do straw polls all the time. Like,
no, I know, but like the MVPs aren't. Is there really a vote? Like, I mean, like they're pretty much decided, aren't they?
It's pretty much
Cy Young.
decided.
I mean, if let's see, if Cole doesn't win the American League Cy Young, there needs to be an investigation, right? He's winning the American League Cy Young,
I guess,
and I think Snell is pretty much done deal to win the National League Cy Young. So I don't even know what what the awards would be that they would be calling about. You know, Shohei's going to win the American League MVP. Acuna is going to win the National League MVP. National League Cy Young is basically Snell's. And, American League Cy Young's not even on the board in books now.
Right.
It's done. So, guys calling, asking questions. Look at the market, buddy. That's right. You don't need to ask me. The votes are in.
The votes are
pretty
in.
much a done deal.
Is it? Are all of them?
Not.
Are all of them 100%?
I don't know. Snell's perfect game through 7 or no hitter through 7 last time out. He's got one more start. It's done.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's fair. I mean, I think that I guess there was some question about Acuna, but I think that's over. I think we know who's winning that now. American League MVP? Any questions?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Who would you vote for other than him?
Nah, I don't know. I think they're all probably, yeah. So I don't know.
You're gonna vote for Seager. You're gonna vote.
No, it's Shohei. I don't know. It would be one thing if they were calling just to find out, like, I'm doing a story on this. Like if Darren Rovell was doing a story on who people were going to vote, but like Darren knows those people. The difference is this person was unknown. He didn't know who this person was. It was just a random person that did this.
I still answer the phone sometimes for random numbers. Do you?
Never.
Oh, I like to do it every once in a while, just to see who it is. And then when they start with the script, I'd get them off the script right away. Or, if I'm in the car, I turn the music up real loud and go, "Hey, I'm at the club. I can't hear you. I'll call you back," or something like that. Like
I'm at the club.
Well, yeah, I turn the music up real loud so that, it's 9:00 in the morning and I say I'm at the club. Hopefully they take me off the list after that.
That's true. All right, college football. Florida State's down to 1.5 at Clemson. Dabo's 11-4 as a home dog. Is it going to be a favorite by kick? Everyone likes Clemson. I don't. What am I not seeing?
I have no idea. I really don't know about this game. I really don't know. It is solid 1.5. There's only 2 twos left in the whole world that I can see.
Yeah, this is a no play for me.
55, 9:00 start. This will have the attention in the morning. That's for sure. Wow. I don't know. I really don't know.
In-game bet opportunity. If Florida State's moving the football, good night.
Is this an eliminator for the loser? Even if it's for Florida State?
No, it is for Clemson. This is beautiful. There's a chance, Dave. There's a chance that on September 23rd, both Clemson and Alabama have been eliminated from the college football playoff conversation. That is unbelievable.
Oh boy.
If you stop and think about where college football has been for the last decade,
oh boy.
And people used to get pissed off about the Red Sox and the Yankees over and over and over again. I covered Alabama for 5 years. I'm sick of Alabama.
Thank you.
I want somebody.
That may be the best thing you ever said on this show.
I want new blood.
And yeah.
If I can cross off, khaki Southman Dabo Sweeney.
Roll Tide.
And I love Nick and I love Sabins and I love Alabama. It's not like I dislike Alabama, but I would like to see somebody else go in there. I would like to see some new blood playing for the college football playoff until we get to 8 teams. And then, it's 12 or 8. We'll see where they wind up going. It's probably going to be 12 first and then 8, depending on what they do in their realignment crap.
Okay.
I'm ready for new blood. I'm ready for somebody new. I'm ready for a new 4-team playoff, not 1 or 2 teams new. I'm talking about all 4.
All 4.
Yeah, I want all 4 new. I want a new look of this. And it could very well be teams from the Pac-12, teams from the Big 12, and teams from the Big 10, and nobody from the SEC.
Oh, my goodness. Talk about going after Nick with the pitchforks. All your people. TJ, you know where to find him. He's at Sports Talk Matt.
I mean, you can go come at me if you want. I'm an SEC
100%
guy.
the views expressed by both of us. I'm fucking sick and tired of them all, too. Let's go. Big 10, welcome. Big 12, come on. Float someone else in there once in a while. This should be unbelievable.
It would be great. I mean, it would be really fun to see Notre Dame, Michigan, USC, and Texas.
No, you left. What are you talking?
You are not making. I'm sorry, you're not beating Michigan. So I've been telling you.
Oh, shit!
You're not beating Michigan. Sorry.
You got me all excited. I thought you were getting us a spot.
Oh no, I'm not giving you a spot. No, that spot's Michigan's. Sorry.
This should be big for the show. If Penn State can go, we'll go to the game. We'll got
sure,
people.
We'll be phenomenal. I would love it for you. It would be great for you. I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't think you beat Michigan.
Shit, you just did that, Lucy, with the football thing with me. You got all the Penn State people all excited. They're welcoming you to Happy Valley.
No, I can love a 4-team new look playoff, and it doesn't include James Franklin. That's not hard to project.
Now you made it personal.
No, I'm just saying. It's just I think Ohio State is losing on Saturday, so cross them off the list. I think Michigan beats them again, so then there's 2, and Ohio State's officially dead. I think Michigan beats Penn State, and that's it. 1 team in.
Whitrock just came in the chat and said PSU will be eliminated tomorrow. Whitrock, you're wrong.
Yeah, you guys in Iowa are talking yourselves up. You guys aren't scoring more than 17 points. So Happy Valley's not going to be very happy for you guys come Saturday night.
Man, oh man.
Your offense is bad. Duke is now 22-point favorites on the road.
Nothing's good in Connecticut, even the football team.
What world do we live in that this number is legitimate? 22 points?
How bad is Connecticut?
Not that bad
There's
at
no
home.
power rating for this.
Remember last year? UConn was like the betting dog darling. Everybody loved betting UConn as a dog.
Yeah, so either somebody's really setting this thing up for complete failure, or UConn's going to get destroyed and run out the building, and no one has a clue what to make a UConn number. 22. I mean, I was like, wait a minute. We're over 21 points. We're 4 scores. The Duke's going in there and winning by 4 touchdowns or 3 touchdowns and a field goal. Whoa. Andy O just came in the chat and said it's going to be very windy in Death Valley tomorrow. Wind. They bet the dog in the wind. They always do that.
But they can't run the football.
This is true.
Clemson can't run the football. So what does
Clemson do good offensively?
Shipley, one player. They will Shipley. He's the best player, arguably the best running back in the country, but they can't run the ball with him. Look what happened against Duke. Duke completely shut him down.
Oh no. Is the weather going to be an issue tomorrow in all places? Football Guy 97 is in the chat. He said tropical storm remnants here in PA.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, you have to watch it. I mean, it's going to be on Sunday. The Patriots and Jet game 100% will be influenced by it. Yes, there'll be heavy rain and wind all in New York, but it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not down south. It could impact the Virginia game, but there aren't too many games. There aren't too many games in the path of this. I really did a deep dive on this yesterday. There aren't too many games. It's like 3 games we're talking about that could be impacted. Most of them won't. There could be some rain left over. There could be, some breezy types of situations, but nothing like, throw the ball and the ball goes on a 90-degree angle somewhere else.
Wow. I just got a tremendous text from Brother Doug now.
Okay.
Heading to the Whiteout tomorrow. My buddy Rob in Cleveland called me yesterday and said he just got 2 tickets and asked me to go. So Brother Doug in the house, that means Penn State's winning because his record's impeccable. But he said calling for low 50s temperatures and rain, but said, fuck it, I'm going.
Good.
Oh, man, that's awesome.
Yeah,
right,
and Iowa will not be able to do anything. So drop Iowa's team total below 14 now.
Totals game is 40. We'll get to that in a second. I didn't mean to jump it, but you got me excited talking about a spot for somebody extra. I thought you meant Penn State. Damn it.
Sorry. North Carolina's laying 7.5 on the road at Pitt. Carolina can't stop the run. Any concerns here? I like Carolina. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm close to betting it.
The doctor has it Pitt on the parlay.
Okay. It's fair.
Loves these ACC home dogs.
I don't blame him. I mean, I can't. I think there's some real conversations to be had about North Carolina and Pitt as to is Pitt going to bounce back, because the reaction is, well, we just saw Pitt play like crap against West Virginia on the road, and so they're going to come back home and they're going to be bad. But I think it's the opposite. I think they'll look much better.
Right.
But they can't get into a shootout with Carolina because I don't think they can match them point-wise.
Oh, boy.
That hook could keep me off the game. That 7.5 makes me a little nervous.
Really?
Yeah.
I think they win by double digits or lose.
Outright? Oh, boy. I don't know.
If it's going to be crazy weather there and stuff, it'll be one of those ugly games.
Carolina's got 3 really good running backs. Carolina can run the ball.
Oh, they'll be good in a weather game?
Yeah, they'll be fine.
All right. Oh, I don't really have any concerns. The doctor, hit me up with it. And
I don't mind the plus 7.5. I don't mind that at all. I mean, I could see Carolina win by 3. You have the parlay, by the way?
What time is this game? Will they know the result of the Florida State Clemson game? No. Oh, yeah, they will. Wow, that's a 5:00 night game?
Okay,
5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern?
ESPN game, sure.
Oh, wow.
ESPN
so North
ACC
Carolina
game.
will know the result going forward of that other game?
If Clemson's out.
Essentially, yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
Be big. Oregon, 22-point favorites now over Colorado. What is the ceiling for this number? The total is 70.5.
Quack, 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 quack. Ducks.
You're on the route?
No, I just wore the stuff. I have no idea this is a perfect number. This number gives you pause both ways. I think it does.
It was 21 for most of the week, and now it's 22.
Let's see, 371, 372. Just make sure. Painted 21 everywhere in the world except the place you're looking.
It moved.
Yeah, it's 21.
It was 22 everywhere.
It's 21
for the show. How about that?
22 lasted 24 minutes at one place. Yeah. Wow. So somebody tested the market.
At 22.
The market said, move that thing back. Huh. Wow. I'm surprised.
Yeah. So now it's moved.
Yeah. Well, it
Back
ain't going
down.
below 21.
No?
Don't think so.
Total's going down.
Told you. It's a perfect trip. I mean, how much more you everything got to go right.
Caesars is at 69.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, they are. Huh.
Circa's at 70. Superbook 70.5.
Yep.
South Point 70.5.
These types of games just get you so excited in the book because it's 21 points. It's a team that should win every time. I don't know. Boys and girls in the chat, put what you got with the Ducks game. Are you Ducks or are you Buffs? Plus 21 for Colorado, minus 21 for Ducks. I think we get more Ducks.
Oh, without a doubt. I think the public is going to fade on Colorado. I think they saw it last weekend when they lost, when they laid all the points on Colorado and lost.
Oh, you think they'll take the points here?
Yeah. I mean,
our crowd, the Brigade?
I think everybody. I think everyone's going to be on Oregon.
So you're saying you're laying it?
Yeah.
Well, they did that last week with
lost.
Colorado.
Right.
And
No,
lost.
they took Colorado and lost. They're not going to take Colorado again. They're not going to take 22 points.
Oh, I mean, I figured they're taking the points.
No, I don't think people are going to do that. I think you're going to see a lot of people who are going to bet on Oregon because they lost last week. They don't want to lose 2 weeks in a row on Colorado.
Jeez. I don't know. We got Oregon, stay away, Ducks, Colorado, Ducks, Buffs, Ducks.
Okay.
Man, oh man. I don't know. In game. We'll be in gaming this. We'll have everything squared away. Our morning will be settled long before this. Everybody just sit and watch this and the Bama game.
So there's been some. Nope, there still is. Okay, you got to tell me what's going on here. At the South Point, Alabama's -6. At DraftKings, it's -7. Everybody else is 6.5. What's going on?
Love Chris.
What's going on here?
He's trying to find the bottom. He must be heavy on miss money. Whew. What is going on?
You don't normally see this in a game involving Alabama where you've got a 6 and a 7. That is very rare.
Needs to know. You guys, if you pay attention to that, watch the South Point line, watch the Circle line, watch the Westgate line, watch them all. But Chris is old school. It's Friday. You got 24 to 48 hours here to. What time is that game? So you got 24 hours.
3:30. Yeah. 24 hours.
So it'll start 24 hours from now.
Yep.
We got to know where we got to go to get the Bama money. He's putting it out there. If he goes to 5.5,
Ole
sorry,
Miss is
TJ.
live.
Sorry, all you Roll Tide people. Might
Ole
not
Miss
be
is
good
live.
for you tomorrow.
So if you like Ole Miss like I do, take it now at 6.5.
Hell yeah, you ain't getting no more. No more. I mean, unless it's the ultimate setup.
That's my fear.
Wait and get the 7, but I don't. Let me take a quick look. Let me look at it.
That is my fear. I'm being set up. That's my fear. Because I have a very similar thing. Yes, I know this stat, Tyler. Saban's lost 4 of his last 6 outright as home favorites of 1 possession or less.
Wait, say that again.
Nick Saban has lost 4 of the last 6 outright games as home favorites of less than 1 possession or 1 possession or less. That's the same thing that Felica tweeted out.
Right.
About where Nick Saban is. His was
game play to the under. You still think the game plays to the under? Or
no, I said over. I think game plays to the over.
Yeah.
But let's see. How did he tweet this out? Amazing to see Alabama's win total of 8.5.
That's
Bama's
the current win total?
8.5 is Alabama's current win total.
Wow.
I told you guys this summer. I told you.
Wow. That's wow.
It would mean losses of at A&M, home against LSU, and 1 more to go under. But after what we saw on Saturday, would you dare to go over? Absolutely 100% correct on this. So, okay. He's 2-5-1 ATS as a home favorite of 7 or less since taking the job at Alabama.
It just happens so few times. I don't know how much. I don't put much stock in any of that stuff.
In 7 games, really? You don't put much stock in that?
Yeah. It's all different teams. It's all different kids. He was at a different quarterback last week. None of it matters. It's just we need somebody to tell us how practice went all week. That's what we need to know. We need somebody to tell us how was practice. Does he look ready to play? Are they going to be able to throw the ball at all?
How do you feel about buying half numbers in college?
I personally don't like doing it, but some people it's peace of mind. Don't pay extra. Just pay 10 cents. If they charge you like to buy on the 7 or off of 7, minus 140.
Isn't it normally a 15-cent move to get from 6.5 to 7?
The way we did it was 3 was the only charge extra. So if you bought on or off of 3, it was minus a quarter. But everything else was minus 110 to minus 120. Didn't matter if it was 6.5 to 7 or from 7 to 7.5 or 7.5 down to 7.
That's what the book I'm looking at right now. It goes from minus 110 to minus 120 if you want to buy the half a point.
Yeah, that's fair. That's good. So
it's tough because it's like, I think Ole Miss could win the game outright. So I may not need to do it, but it's 10 cents. So it's not a dramatic difference in price. It's 110 to 120. It's not crazy.
Go up to 7.
Yeah. Take Ole Miss plus 7. You get the push potential, but if it goes to overtime, they don't kick the extra point anyway. So 6.5 gets you over 6.
You think this game could go to overtime?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So you're thinking a high-scoring trade scores type game?
I mean, look, we saw it in week 1 with Milroe. He had 5 touchdowns, threw for 3, ran for 2.
In a blowout.
Yeah, in a blowout. But it's still their offense has that type of explosiveness. If Ole Miss's defense is not very good. So Ole Miss is an offensive firepower. This is Lane Kiffin. This is offense. This is what he's going to do.
Yeah.
So,
Tyler just came in the chat and said buying half points in college is like taking insurance in blackjack.
Don't do it.
Yeah, you really don't do it. I mean, I never do it, but like some people insist that like a 20 against an ace in blackjack, you buy insurance. Again, everyone has their own opinion. If it helps you sleep at night, buy the half a point for 10 cents. It ain't going to break you, but everybody's going to do what they want anyway. We talked about that yesterday.
I know people have asked me that question when I've laid 6.5 or I've taken 6.5.
Right.
They've said, buy it down to 6 or buy it up to 7.
Yeah.
You're worried about the over because overtime, they don't kick the extra point in overtime if they win the game.
Right.
So they can win by 6. So it could 6.5 get you over that. So you have some insurance of overtime, but they go for 2, that 2-point play nonsense that goes on that can fall 6. So 6 is a more live number in college football than it has been before because of the overtime rules.
Right.
So,
all right, guys, put your answer to that game in the chat right now. Bama, we'll call it 6.5.
6.5. It's 6.5 everywhere except for Chris. Chris is at 6.
We'll call it 6.5. Bama minus 6.5. Ole Miss plus 6.5.
Do you know where you are yet
on that game?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, sir. Another one of those numbers where it's painted right there.
Uh-huh.
Today, right now, while we're on the show, if I was voting in the chat, which I guess I could go vote in the chat because that's what we have a lot of people doing, I would put Bama minus 6.5 right now.
I just took Ole Miss.
This is why it's called Bostonian versus the book. That's the show.
I just took Ole Miss. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. Alabama doesn't have a quarterback. I'm going against I'm riding my opinion from the summer. I'm riding Notre Dame against Ohio State. I'm riding Ole Miss against Alabama. Do not believe these teams have. And I would, if when Georgia plays a real team, I will go against Georgia.
Ooh.
They haven't played a real team yet.
Oh, there goes the South Carolina Gamecock sponsorship. That you very much. That was we had that lined up too. Oh well, never getting off late night anyway. Could say Gamecock. Nobody's bleeping that. Gamecocks. Who they playing this week?
South Carolina. I think.
Yeah.
Oh shucks! I looked before.
South
Mississippi
Carolina
State.
Gamecocks. Mississippi State.
Is that where they're playing?
Are they laying or taking? They're laying. 6 at home. 329, 330.
Am I right? They play Mississippi State?
Yes. Mississippi State. South Carolina minus 6.
6.
47
up from 4.5. Yeah. Caesars is at 5. There's a difference in that game too. 47.
Gamecocks.
Yeah. Take South Carolina. But it's always tough to play a team. It's always tough to back a team after they play in Alabama or a Georgia.
Terrible spot.
Because they're banged up. They're sore. They're tired.
All the above.
It's tough. Is this number just going to stay there? Like there's too much money on both sides. The books just like the number 3 and just say, go ahead, we're playing it and don't worry about moving it.
Oh, there's no need to move it.
Okay.
If you get to the number early in the week and it sits there, sometimes good, sometimes bad. DraftKings is at 3.5.
Ooh, let's go.
And
take that plus 3.5. I'm jealous.
Couple places down south have gone to 3.5. So it's
disagree with it.
It's bad guys and rhombuses and parallelograms against the world.
Outright.
Notre Dame.
Irish. Outright.
Damn, son. I don't know. I hope so. That would be fun. I would love to have Notre Dame be in the discussion because then they play Clemson. Clemson can then take them out. And you're talking about these new spots for people in the playoff. I got to get them both out of there.
Well, this is
Notre Dame
this weekend for you guys. Okay,
tell them
this is the bet. Today's the bet. So tomorrow's the bet. Over 9 wins is tomorrow for Penn State.
14-point favorites. We ain't losing
They
this game tomorrow.
better not lose, man. We talked about this all summer. They can lose to Ohio State and Michigan if they win this game. They can lose them both and still go 10-2.
Yeah.
This is a huge game. I'm going to be locked on this game.
Yeah, me too. But I'll be watching Ohio State and Notre Dame at the same time.
Yeah, it's a better game. This game's going to be pay dry.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough one.
Give me the number. How many points does Iowa score?
Is it time to bet Penn State to make the playoff? Can you do it? Because if you like that other thing and then they win this game, they're on the way.
Nah.
How many points will Iowa score? What's the team total?
It was 16.5.
Oh, really? Hold on. Let's see what we got. Team total. I don't see it. Damn it. Hit refresh. Nothing here.
Where's the Iowa?
Somebody find it. It's probably 14, right?
I think it's going to be higher than that. Total's 40.
Yeah. 26-14. That's 40.
26-14 isn't covering.
That's around the number. 28-14.
It's down to 39.5 at FanDuel from a total perspective.
Well, Iowa going to bet it over?
Iowa points 12.5 now. It's dropped all the way down to 12.5.
Well, there you go. Wow, 38.5 at circa for the total. 38.5.
Penn State's team total is 27.5.
That's fine. You can use 20. What's the juice?
Under.
Minus what?
130.
Just use 26.5 for 27. Move the damn number. 27-13. There you go. There's your final. Falls on the number and on the total.
No, it doesn't. 14.5. You lose by the hook.
Well, the original number.
Oh.
Man, oh man. Crunchy Beaver said they're getting a shutout. Penn State is not shutting out Iowa.
Why not?
Because it's going to be just like Adam described the Steeler game. Like something's going to happen. There's going to be a punt return or a defensive play.
Might be the only way Iowa scores. It might be the only way they score. They are awful offensively.
They really are bad.
And Penn State's got men on that side of the football defensively.
Yeah.
They fly. The team speed difference between Iowa and Penn State on Saturday night is going to be glaring on the screen.
Is it?
Oh, my. The linebackers.
Penn State's going to look fast?
Penn State's linebackers fly. They
good.
fly to the ball.
They're good.
Iowa is a tight end team without their starting tight end. An offensive line that's okay. Cade McNamara, who can't move, got a bum thigh anyway, so he can't run anyway. He could run. He can't, but he can anyway. Iowa's going to get chewed up and spit out. I'm debating alt betting this and laying 17 points with Penn State.
Really?
I think Penn State's going to kill them. They're 3-0. Penn State's is 3-0 ATS. They're going to go to 4-0 ATS.
Yeah, then you sent me that text. They're going to be 4-0 ATS.
I told you they're going to be.
Why are you doing this?
Because I don't listen to the superstitious bullshit that you get wrapped up in because you're a Penn State fan.
You don't like it at all. You definitely don't like it.
Since beating Ohio State 55-24 as 20.5-point underdogs in 2017, Iowa has been double-digit dogs 4 times. In those 4 games, Iowa has been outscored by the grand total of 161-41, and they haven't scored more than 14 points in any of those games. Thank you, Chris Felica, the Bear on Twitter. Iowa's going to get their pants pulled down. They're going to get put over the leg, and they're going to get spanked. This is not going to be pretty for Iowa.
Depantsed?
Yeah, this is not going to be. This is a bad situation for Iowa. This is not what you want to walk into.
Man, oh man.
I think you're gonna have a problem personally when you walk into that. That building's going to be bumping on Saturday.
Oh,
They're going to be really, really excited.
We're going to have to get a live video check-in from Brother Doug. We got Jack, our producer, that's going to be doing our show later today. He's going. I'm shooting a video this morning for the Pirates, right? And a girl walks by, and she got a Happy Valley sweatshirt on.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
hey,
sign. I said, Penn State. I said, I'm 93. She goes, I'm 2020. I went, oh my God. I fell down. I was like, did you just say 2020? I said, are you from, do you live here? She said, yeah, my husband's in the military. I was like, oh, cool. Where are you from originally? She said, New Jersey, Pittsburgh, boom. She goes, we got it this week. Don't worry about it. It's white out. I was like, oh, nice. So maybe you're right. Maybe I listen, I'd love nothing more than a 31-3 cruise. Like, that would be awesome. I hope you're right.
Roll call Friday.
Oh, we got to tell them.
You forget the show. The show's going so fast with you this week. You're not realizing that we're an hour and 20 in. We only have 20 minutes.
Reminder. Put your roll call.
We only have 20 minutes left.
Area code. Put your 3-digit area code right now in the chat. 3-digit area code and the city you're from. So I don't have to try to get Perrault to try to find the cities. How many cities or how many states are we going to get this week?
39.
39?
Yeah, that's my guess. 39.
That's a good number. That's a good number. By the way, the Bama elephant doesn't wear pants.
Oh, it doesn't. He's right. Nor does the Auburn Tiger. The Auburn Tiger doesn't wear pants either.
Ain't no pants on none of these animals.
Tigers. Let me go through. Yeah, the Bama. Big Al doesn't. I forget the name of the.
That's his name.
Big Al is the name of Alabama. Yeah, it's Big Al.
Big Al.
What is the Tiger?
Holy
it's something
crap.
The Tiger. It's not Tony the Tiger. No.
I don't know.
What's Auburn's mascot? I don't know. Cocky doesn't wear
Who?
pants. Cocky.
What?
Cocky doesn't wear pants.
What's his name?
Cocky. South
With
Carolina.
a Y or an IE?
A Y. South Carolina's mascot. His name's Cocky.
I got to go to a game there.
They got a real one and a stuffed one.
I don't. So many things came into my head right there, and I stopped.
That's why I said it.
I said, we're on late night. We're always going to be on late night. We'll wait till BVP bonus time. You said they got a real one and a stuffed one?
A stuffed Cocky, yes.
Keep it together. Keep it together. All right. Roll call. Roll call Friday begins right now. Lead back and shut up. You got me. All right. We got 602 Phoenix Sonic. 705 Peterborough, Ontario, Canada. Zach the Hat. Thank you, sir. Mikey Awesome with the wrench. 757 ODU, baby. Connor Winsky's 260 Fort Wayne, Indiana. GC Syrup 480 Scottsdale, Arizona. Chris Otto 412 Pittsburgh, PA. It's 74 and sunny there today. That's good news. Coos with 5 O's, 404 in the ATL. Deuce Daily 978 Lowell, Mass. JC from KC. Yep. JC from KC is in a 216 Cleveland, Ohio. A very comfortable and sunny 77 degrees there. George Mason, 902 Prince Edward Island, Canada. SoCal DGen representing the 949 Riverside. Kevin Whitrock, 319 Iowa City. Go Hawks. No, Whitrock, not today. I don't want to hear that today. We'll talk about that on Monday. And I told Brommelkamp he's booked for the show on Monday if Iowa wins. I did the show with him this morning.
Okay.
It was on morning radio in Iowa at 5:30 in the morning my time. It was a pleasure to be there and do it. They're losing. I went on the radio there and told them they're losing. So they're losing.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I did. Geo to WAP, 949 Newport Beach, fresh off the pickleball court. Guess what? We got to start
again.
doing?
No.
This guy plays pickleball every day.
Yeah, sorry.
This is great. Well, I got to start playing because I got to play with Gio. Francisco Ochoa, 760 Escondido, California. Santiago Garza, 970 Grand Junction. Ross Randall, 978 Is it Amesbury, Massachusetts?
Correct. Well, look at my boys, my Merrimack Valley guys. I love this. What's up,
Love it.
guys?
We're getting them
Phenomenal.
followers every day. We're getting follow the
Great.
show at Boston versus the book on the Twitter, on the YouTube,
Love
all
it.
that other stuff. Thank you. Andy O is in 864 Woodruff, South Carolina. How about that? I don't know how you found the show, Andy O, but thank you for being here, sir.
Hell yeah.
JPC the fourth, Detroit 313. Pierre Chevalier in a 613 Ontario, Ottawa, Ontario. RJ Mathis 630 Batavia, Illinois. Sorry about your Bears and your Cubs and your White Sox and your Bulls and your geez. Sorry, period. Hope you're having a good day in Illinois. Dave's Daily Picks 317 Lebanon, Indiana. He's a furry. You're a furry. We're all a furry. PB 941 Venice, Florida. Linus Crimmage every single day. He's here. Welcome, sir. 705 Aurelia, Ontario. Another Canadian. We love Canada. Jordan, 1-star Gorov, 702 via the 310. Crunchy Beaver, 719 Southern-ish, Colorado. Erod Sean, 703 Centerville, Virginia. Shady is in the 805 Pismo Beach, California, which is in the Central Coast.
Wait, you have to read Expat Mark. Read that.
Mark? Where what? What? One of the super chats?
No, below it. The two comments down.
From where? I'm getting there.
Oh, okay, go on. It's crazy. When you get
Okay.
there.
Tyler Wyatt's in the 865 Knoxville, Tennessee. DGen4TW 972 Dallas, Texas. He's in the 502 Louisville for a wedding tonight.
What's up?
Thank you, DGen4TW. Even on wedding weekend and somewhere else, taking the time to get in the chat. Football Guy 97's in the 717 Lancaster. And only the pros know it's pronounced Lancaster, PA, because it looks like Lancaster. My man's making chips. He makes chips at a chip factory.
Nice.
Potato chips, not them other chips. Potato chip guy. Akbar, my guy, 703 Northern Virginia. You know it, my guys. Stephanie Smalls. That's his biggest fan. Right? That's her biggest fan right there. Akbar, holding it together. Joseph Morgan, 615, Cashville, Tennessee. There's a place named Cashville? That's pretty good. We should do a show from Cashville, Tennessee. Sports Avengers 724 Sharon, PA. Maddie Rafferty 702 Las Vegas. It's beautiful and sunny, 82-degree day in Sin City. Goddamn right it is. It is really nice outside.
It is
today.
nice outside.
Beautiful. J. Dow Betts in the 410 St. Michael's, Maryland. It's comfortable 74 degrees there, sir. Thank you for your text this morning. Love you and Mrs. J. Dow Betts. Thank you for that. Chris Covey, Mr. C843, West Ashley, South Carolina. Stevie Mack, capital M, capital K, made it on a Friday in 918 Henrietta, Oklahoma. CBW 315, Oswego, New York, where it's perfect for golfing, 70 degrees and not raining. 2 weeks in a row. It is not raining for CBW up there. Hankster V, never seen before, but welcome, sir. In Windsor, Canada, 519. Andy Caston is in the 262 Wisconsin today. Jordan 1-star Gorov. What does that say? Stuffed cock. That's not an area code, 1-star. What are you doing? Big Business 210 San Antonio. Tejas brought his girls shopping. You better have a BR for that bankroll between him, the wife, the mother-in-law, he got a big stack right there. Chef Benny, 401 Providence. Hello, sir. Welcome. I walk around with this football helmet. Thank you, sir. You provided this one to me and Perrault. It's over his shoulder. It's right here on my desk. Thank you, sir. B2 Bar Down, 719 Colorado Springs. Let's see. Wow. Whoa. Hey, wearing no pants is known as Pooh Bearing.
Pooh. Oh, yeah. Winnie the Pooh. Yep. That's
what?
Right. Winnie the Pooh. Yep. That's
really?
True. Yep.
Did not know that. Thank you, JPC the fourth. John 724 Greensburg, PA. Marcelo Unda. And Marcelo had the name Unda before we started saying Unda and over on here, Overta. But he's in 504 New Orleans. So put Louisiana on the map. Sully is in 518 Saratoga Springs. Brandon Rincon is in the 310 Culver City, California. Oh, now we got up to the Daniel G in the 989 Saginaw, Michigan, Sagnasty. I didn't know it was called Sagnasty, Daniel G, but thank you, sir, for being here.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Expat Mark, 702 by way of Medellin, Colombia.
That's what I was saying. Go find it. Read that.
Wait a second. 702 by way of Medellin, Colombia, South America by way of 216 Cleveland, Ohio, handicapping strong for 50 years. Do I know Expat Mark? I might know Expat Mark.
You might.
Colombia. How about that? We are international.
Medellin.
We are down south too. Butchie, I know you're watching. Butchie's down in San Jose. There's some other people in San Jose that might be watching.
Right.
Dr. Greg, we're going to have his play in bonus time. Wow. Corey Macbeth just popped in. 402 Omaha, Nebraska, 68 degrees and rainy. Fall has arrived there.
Definitely. Is it late September? Oh, yeah.
No good?
Oh, it's great. No. A little nip, chill in the air. It's great temperature.
What?
A little nip in the air.
A little nip in the air.
You never heard that?
In Pittsburgh, you say nippy.
Yeah, a little nip. Nippy. A little nippy in the air. Yeah, a little nippy.
You sound like you're talking about something else when you say that. I'm just saying.
What does nippy mean? High beams on. Ding.
Oh, you're mine. You're going to have a hell of a weekend here. My goodness. Matt Gentry in the 480 Mason.
You think nippy. I go, yeah, it's got to do with that. Yes. Is referring to that part. Yes, that's what it's referring to.
You already got me.
That's why it's called nippy.
With the cock and the stuff and all that other stuff.
Nippy, yes.
Matt Gentry, 480 Mesa, Arizona. Eric Prezano is in a 516 Seafood, New York. Seafood, New York? Mr. Met wears pants. Does Mr. Met wear pants? I think he does.
Really?
I don't know that.
Oh.
Jason Tesh, welcome to the show, sir. 361 Victoria, Texas.
Yes, Dave, Daily Pick, we got you. He read it out. Yes.
TP, are you with me? Question mark. 206, go Seahawks and Mariners. Big Seattle guy. Thank you, TPR. You with me? Fish Killer 73, 540, the Noke. The Noke? Go Hokies.
I think that Roanoke is what he's saying.
Oh, that's short for Roanoke. Pardon me, I did not know that. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Thank you for being here. Northern Virginia, we got a lot of people listening there. Addison, another wrench, 817, Indiana. Furry Mascot Pants, Montana. There's a place called
Expat Mark is retired in Medellin. He's visiting in Vegas. Wow, see why he does watch us down there.
Oh, nice.
How
okay.
About that? That's phenomenal.
Jim Montgomery in the house in the 215. Go Birds. Matt Armbruster, 970 Northeast Colorado. He's out on the golf course today watching us, listening to the show. People are doing some crazy stuff.
That's awesome.
Watching the show every week. Tipton, Missouri, Ryan K. And let's see, that's about it. Abe Zilla 585s. Happy Friday from the 585 in Rochester, New York. J-Sips in the 661 SoCal. This is amazing, guys.
Yeah,
Thank you very much. Roll Call Friday, tremendous.
Really cool. So that we had more double ups than in more multiple state people than in weeks prior. That's 34. So we came short of my number. We're 34 out of 50 states.
It was a good number. Make it your numbers getting better. That's good.
30.
Sometimes your numbers are off, or sometimes you want a number that won't ever exist. When you said Benson to ask for the 14 for the Oregon, prompted a text. Tell your man he can't ask for the numbers, please. It just can't.
I was joking around with him.
Oh, I know.
Tell him to relax. Tell Benson relax.
Can't give the 14. Come late at 21, though, the windows are open. He said.
Yes, of course. I was just playing around because it was 60. It was 14 and a half at DraftKings one. So I thought it would have been
for
funny.
a flash.
But it was there. 14 and a half, 16 and a half, and then 20. Bang, 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 real quick. Chargers at Vikings has flipped from -2.5 to +1. Why?
Because they know the Vikings are going to win. Don't you know?
Chargers opening up 0-3 is unbelievable.
Is it though?
Brandon Staley becomes the odds-on favorite to get fired first.
Yeah, Ranieri said that last night on the show.
Yeah, he's right. I mean, if you bet that type of market, if they lose to the Vikings, if you think they're going to lose to the Vikings, he'll be the first one to go. They'll ice him into the year. You can't waste Justin Herbert's prime years like this.
But they can recover from an 0-3 start. If the Vikings go 0-3, it's bye-bye.
Why? Vikings division's easier than the Chargers. I disagree with that. I think the Vikings could recover from 0-3.
The Chargers are a much better team, no?
Doesn't matter. It's a much tougher division. They had 2 games with the Chiefs left.
Yeah, they got 2 games with the Raiders, too.
Yeah, and the Raiders might be better than we think.
The Broncos, yeah.
And the Broncos could come into form and be better. And you're on the road at the Broncos where they always play poorly, and they always play poorly here when they play the Raiders.
Wow. So I like Minnesota in the game. Who do you like in the game?
I don't know, because I think the year's over if the Chargers lose. I think you can cross them off. They're done. Goodbye. It's a must win. It's a team with their backs against the wall. I don't know. I think you're going to get everything.
I heard a stat. Teams that started 0-3, 8% of the time they've made the playoffs.
Yep.
Less than 10%. So it's pretty much a done deal.
Yeah.
For the team that loses that game.
Staley's
Total's 54. Flies over, right?
Probably, because they can't stop anybody.
It's a weird game. Such a weird
I mean,
game.
look, Justin Jefferson might be the most heavily bet prop bet this week.
Oh,
I think his number is 98.5 for receiving yards. I mean, remember, this is the defense that Tyreek Hill put 215 on. Hill went for 215. What does Jefferson go for?
This is it. I mean, chat, that was tremendous roll call. Put it in right now. Chargers, Minnesota. It's a pick'em game. Just write who you think is going to win the game. I think we get more Chargers. We get more Chargers.
Yeah, because you can't trust Kirk Cousins. Yeah, probably. But
that's the hard part, right? Like, what do you do here?
I can't bet this game. I don't know.
You can't.
I can't. This is a very, very hard game to play for me.
I will be surprised, like for the proxy service and stuff, and people put in their picks. If you guys are picking games for the week, if anyone uses this game, won't be. It's not because it's a bad game. It's because
a hard game to pick.
It's a very hard game.
Patriots Jets total is 36. What number do you need to bet over?
I feel like you. 31.
I would say 33, but okay.
Wow. I mean,
this is hard. This is really hard. This number is, because even if it's windy and sloppy, Zach Wilson's turning the ball over at least once, maybe twice. Patriots defensive touchdown is very live. I mean, this is where the Patriots could score 30 because they just get turnover after turnover after turnover.
Man, we got a lot of people that did it already with the Chargers and the Vikings. This is why, if you guys are listening to the show later, I mean, try to go back at some point before the weekend and watch the show live on the YouTube channel, the @ Boston versus the book. You can see the chat as it's going for anything you might miss. That one's pretty split.
Okay.
What's the side in this game, Perrault?
Patriots, not even a question.
That's a homer pick. That's what everybody's going to say.
That's fine, but it's a reality pick. Bill Belichick owns Zach Wilson.
A lot of Robinson's parallelograms would disagree with you. They think that the Jets are going to win.
Fine. Go against literally 10 years of history. Go ahead. Patriots have won. They've won 18 straight, right? Patriots over the Jets.
How in the hell are they going to score?
They're not going to.
Well, so can we get 20 out of the Patriots?
Because their defense, sure. Yes, absolutely. For the record, Zach Wilson in 4 games against the Patriots, he has played 2 of them in which he started. The other 2, I don't know what he looks like he started, but he didn't do anything. He's thrown 7 interceptions against the Patriots in 4 games. And in the game on 9, the last time he played the Patriots in September was the 19th of September, 2021. He threw 4 picks. Last year against the Patriots at home. Okay, this is at home. At home, he's thrown 7 picks. 7. He's played against Patriots 2 times. Zach Wilson's thrown 7 picks at home against Bill Belichick.
So I almost fell out of my chair last week when we were on Sports Grid and we did it and we looked at his throw and interception prop.
Minus 235.
Yeah.
What's it now?
It's got to be minus 300.
Yeah, hold on. Sports Grid. We'll say goodbye to Sports Grid here in just 1 second. We'll leave you. We'll leave you with this beautiful Zach Wilson throwing an interception. Oh, they're not even going to put it up. They're not even going to put it up. How about that?
Might have to put up 1.5.
It's not up. It's not even up.
Can't make a number.
They're not putting it up. They're not even going to play with it. How about that?
Oh,
they're just like, forget it. We're not even putting up Zach Wilson throw a pick because it's just an automatic yes. That's how bad things are for the New York Jets with Zach Wilson. Is they're not even putting up a number for him to throw a pick.
Damn, son.
Again, Zach Wilson in 2021 at home against the Patriots, 4 interceptions. 2022 at home against the Patriots, 3 interceptions.
Holy
7 picks in 2 games at home against the Patriots.
Minus 205 at Bet Rivers.
Okay,
Autos looking at Bet Rivers.
That's actually cheaper than last week. Last week was 235. Now it's minus 205. So there you go. Go bet that. Go put that in a parlay. If you can parlay that. He's throwing a pick against the Patriots on Sunday. Right. It's happening.
Absolutely.
Sports Grid Sirius XM. Thank you for being here. Best of luck on your bets. You guys who are watching on Sports Grid, hopefully you guys have seen this before, but you'll see a lot more of us as we go through the weekend. If you're live on YouTube, live on Twitter, you guys get not just super chats, you guys get more games because we have got a lot more games to break down on a thing that we call bonus time. Let's go with Bills Washington.
Is this a Wong?
It's a teaser. No, it's not a Wong teaser, but it's a teaser. It's got to be. You just tease us down, take the Bills. It's Bills money line. Does it fit for?
They can't lose.
Oh, it could actually qualify for a Wong. Yeah, it's 43.5. This game could. I mean, we'll have to wait and see on game day. But if this stays where it is, this qualifies for a Wong teaser. Mm-hmm. I'm 2-0 on my teasers. I'm 0-2 on Wong teasers, which someone told me. This is crazy. Somebody told me this because they kept track of this. Then last year, Matt, you opened up 0-2 as well. You ended the year 12-4
on the Wongs. So you were white more than you were Wong with the Wongs.
I was way white. I got white away on that.
This is when the show gets fucking loose. I love it. Oh, can't believe you said the stuffed cock thing. I can't.
That's really how I just thought in my head. I just did a spit take.
Spit the water.
I just did a spit take because I just thought of the same thing. I said somehow we put stuffed cocks.
Don't mess that computer up, please. The last
time
your computer didn't work. We almost
had God, right? Last time I spilled coffee.
Please
on it.
don't get no drinks near there, please.
Oh, that was so good. Somehow we just did stuffed cocks. Anyways, Bills Washington teaser special, yes or no? It's 6.5 now. There's a movement on the Bills now.
I like Washington plus the points.
Hoo.
Buffalo wins an ugly close game.
Right, good. Yeah. So that's perfect. Yes, that's why tease it down. Right, yeah.
They can cover the teaser, but Washington could win.
Disagree. Lions were 6. Now it's 3. Movement on Atlanta.
Lions. Let me see here. Wow, solid 3 late 20. Damn.
Dome teams battling. Lions at home.
Feels like a damn toss-up, doesn't it?
It does. I would agree.
This is. I have no idea what's going to happen as of right now. This is another one of those games that, like, 46 is the total.
Turnovers will be the difference. It'll come down to turnovers. Whoever turns the football over loses the game. That's
it's over.
Probably, but I don't know. Lions running the ball. I mean, Atlanta wants to run the ball consistently, run the clock out. So you may not have possessions enough for the game to go over.
Detroit never makes it easy either at home. I don't know. Put it in the chat, guys. You like Atlanta or you like Detroit? The spread is 3. Detroit -3, Atlanta +3.
It's a good number.
I really don't know.
It was too high to start, but it's a good number at 3.
Yeah.
Dallas, Arizona, KC, Chicago. Which team's covering that double-digit spread, Dallas or KC?
Why not both?
Okay, you say both. Think both teams run away and hide, route them?
I think, again, I have no idea what the hell went on in Chicago.
I like KC more.
That KC is going to score.
Yeah.
Chicago is not.
And it's the second game back for Travis Kelce. So I think they'll.
This is when they build up some
he won't be on a pitch
stats,
count. He won't be on a pitch count.
All that other stuff.
Yeah. I think they're going to absolutely rip apart Chicago. If the weather is even remotely okay, which it sounds like it's going to be.
Right.
Look out. It's like this is when the Chiefs flex their muscle and come back to life and go, this is who we are.
I mean,
yeah, Sunday's gonna be Sunday.
I had to pick one that was going to cover.
Yeah.
Who's got a better Kansas City's defense is underrated, I think.
70 degrees, 9-mile-per-hour winds, Chicago on Sunday. Perfect weather.
Man, oh man. I think both. This feels like a couple just blowouts. Like the books are.
I'm a little concerned about
Dallas.
Somewhere else. I'm a little concerned about Dallas in the wake of the injury to Diggs and whatnot.
How in the hell is Arizona going to score? Dallas's defense is nasty.
It
Parsons
is.
drops over, sacks, this, that. Like that one's going to be ugly.
I think KC versus Chicago. Defensive coordinator quit 3 days before the Chiefs come to town.
He must have been watching film and said, "The hell with this."
I'm out.
I don't know why he quit. I have no idea.
No.
Look at these super chats. Whoever's doing this, thank you very much. I can't see them now because they got by, but
I got them all.
Throwing them in there. Good.
I got them all.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Just ask away. We're going to get to them all here in a second.
Yeah, we'll get to them all. Raiders, it was a pick, and now it's -3. You agree with the move, Steeler fan?
Yeah, I went on a 93.7 show yesterday with C-Mac and Josh Taylor. They were surprised to hear me say it, but I said I like the Raiders. I don't know. You heard Adam. I'm going to find out what he meant when I asked him, did he like Pittsburgh? And he went, can we move on? He must have went to all the bad places. I don't know what he did. Adam likes to go to some places that people don't like to go to.
That is true. I have learned that in my time with hanging out with him. He's a very fun guy, but get ready put your adventure pants on because he's going to take you on a ride.
Yes, you're going to be awake a long time. The man has energy beyond belief. He don't sleep. I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
But he said it. I'm worried about the Pittsburgh offense. Just, I don't know, doing anything consistent. Like, I think it's only going to be a big play here or there. I don't know where Najee is. I asked Mac and Taylor, like, what are they saying at home? Because the guy only got a couple carries.
They're not giving it to him. Matt Canada, just for whatever reason.
Something's up there. I like the Raiders. I like the over. And it's weird because of the breakdown. When Adam said it, I was like, can he read what's inside under my hat? Like, there's going to be a weird play or two.
100%. Because it always is. Yes. Yeah. I mean, look, they scored two defensive touchdowns last week. There's a chance they score another one. I mean, Garoppolo is interception prone, and we know the Raiders fumble and do dumb things all the time. Remember the Patriot game? I mean, they're benefiting from it, and they're also are getting it. You know, they do dumb things.
What about the primetime under thing?
I don't buy that.
It keeps happening.
I know, but I'm not. It's early in the year. It's happening.
Right,
I mean,
like
it's happening
last year, the year before. These primetime unders consistently come in for whatever reason. Guys don't like playing under the lights. Said it yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not inclined right now to bet unders in the NFL. I just
it's tough. It's torture.
I'm not inclined.
Nothing but pain.
I'm not like last night, right? I teased it down to 38 and took over, and it hit, and it was. You know, I mean, like if you had over 44, you were suffering, and you were praying, and you were hoping, and you need Daniel Jones.
If you had under 44, you cashed the ticket, and it was disgusting.
But you were nervous because you were suffering through Daniel Jones and whether they were going to play prevent defense, and then Jones threw that pick at the end, and that iced it. But Yeah, I mean that's where the totals right now, in particular in the primetime games, are literally one possession, one way or the other. Like
Right.
it's just they're right there.
Hard as hell.
Yeah, it's not fun to jump into.
Yeah.
Best survivor pick. You and I both like Ravens and the Bills. Who would you use this week?
Well, if you don't mind burning the Chiefs aren't losing to the Bears.
That's what I'm using.
That's number
me.
one.
Yep, I'm using the Chiefs.
And would you venture on Jaguars?
No.
Then you use the Cowboys, but
if you want to,
those are the three. Those are the only three. If you didn't use the Niners last night, the Niners was a bunny.
You can't use I can't use the Jaguars because I'm never betting a survivor pick on a divisional game. I'm never doing it. It's a bad idea. You're asking for it to lose.
Are you really?
It's for me. It's a rule for me. Divisional games. I'm never using a divisional game.
We already used the Ravens, right? So we crossed the Ravens off the list.
Ravens Bills were the first 2 weeks.
Okay, because that was the one. So I mean, let's
Chiefs
put ourselves in a box and say use the Chiefs.
It's not a box. I think it's a good play.
Well, no, we just took away the top 3 teams in the AFC.
Okay,
it's fine.
You can take the Cowboys if you want.
I'd rather use a home team.
The Cowboys Chiefs are on the road, but
the Chiefs are at home.
I thought Chiefs were at Chicago.
Kansas City is at home.
Oh,
Dallas is at Arizona.
Oh, it's even more of a W. Yes, they're at home. They're at Arrowhead. That number should be 17.
Whoa,
they're gonna
Mr.
blow the
Odds,
doors.
They're
gonna kill the Bears.
Oh my goodness.
That's bad news.
It's down to 12 at some places, by the way.
Yeah, because Justin Fields, everyone's gonna think of Justin Fields because of the whole thing, him statement. He's gonna come out and light this Chief defense. Chris Jones is back for their second game. It's at home.
A lot of them people had the Giants last night too, plus the points. That doesn't always work out.
Yeah, Chiefs, please. Thank you very much. Kansas City would be my survivor pick for sure.
Is great. I love that
because we got a bunch to get through here, and then we'll get to the super chats on the other side. Air Force laying 6 tonight against San Jose State.
Wow.
Are we betting it or booking it?
A little Friday nighter.
I got a lot Friday night going. Here are the numbers if you want to go with this. This is an offense for Air Force, which is averaging 4.8 yards per rush against the defense, averaging 5.8. That's outside of the top 100. Air Force's offense is currently averaging 14 yards per pass play. That's number 1 in the country. Air Force's defense is always on the sidelines because of time of possession. Air Force holds the ball forever. Their defense giving up 12 points per game, and they're number 1 with only 3.4 yards per play given up against San Jose State, who couldn't stop Oregon State's rushing offense with DJ Uiagalelei. Air Force -6. Better to book it.
Holy crap. That was a word salad in itself. That was a lot of stuff right there. My head hurts. I'll book it.
You'll book it. All right, fine.
Yeah.
That's my favorite play of the night.
Is it?
Yeah. San Diego State +6.5 against Boise. San Diego State, the number 2 defense with interceptions with 8 this season so far. When they win the turnover battle under Brady Hoke, they're 48-3. Last game against Oregon State, they won the turnover battle and lost. That snapped a 17-game win streak for them for that. They're playing really well right now. They're 29-7 when they outrush their opponent, and I think they'll do that here tonight against Boise. The only team that Boise State, of the group of 5, they have a losing record against is San Diego State. Give me +6.5. San Diego State, home dog.
Bet it.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Over 8 Orioles Guardians tonight. The return of Bieber for the Cleveland Guardians.
Shea Bieber's pitching?
He hasn't pitched in 7-9.
Why is he pitching tonight?
I have no idea.
What in the hell? Maybe he's got a contract incentive. Is that real?
Yeah.
Wow. See, this is stuff that, like, I don't pay attention to because I don't have to go in there and book the games. Wow. Bieber's listed.
Hasn't pitched since the 9th of
the
July.
Move came on Cleveland.
You have Dean Kramer. In the last 9 starts, there's been 7 or more runs scored in every one of them involving the Orioles.
This is Baltimore and over. I don't understand the move. Like, I'd let them bet the Guardians in first game back in months, and yeah, this is a bet.
Okay. Notre Dame +3 at home against Ohio State.
Show purposes, I'm going to book this. I hope I lose. I want you to win this. But just based on what I've talked to people around town and all my boys and down south.
Why do they like Ohio State?
They're just sitting there. They're just sitting there taking the bets on it. I don't. This is one of those ones where I'd be like, man, the position is given to you when you work in the book. This may be the public dog of the morning or of the evening. That's an evening game. Yeah. I don't know.
I think there's going to be a bunch of public plays. I think this is going to be a good public week.
In college?
I think it's going to be a bad week for the books in college. I think everyone's going to be on the Irish.
Yeah, well, if that loses, that's a good week for the book.
I know, but I think Ohio State's going to lose.
Oh.
I think everyone's going to be on Ole Miss. Ole Miss +6.5.
Yeah.
You betting or booking that?
Again, the show purposes, I have to book it. I'll go down with Nick too. There's not many times that the book needs Alabama. We'll see.
They need them against Texas. They lost.
Work out so well.
And they lost. Oregon team total over 45.5.
That number's insane.
Why?
They're going to get 8 touchdowns?
Yes.
8. No, 7. 7 touchdowns is 49. Wow. 7 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. We'll go under.
Okay. Pick sixes, fumble recoveries for touchdowns.
All of the above.
But I think Oregon's defense could give up points. The reason why I don't know if they can get to 70. It worries me.
But this doesn't?
No, because 40, if you have a 48-10 final or 48-14 or 48-20, I don't get there. So I don't want to lay 22 points on the road or in any college game. 22 points.
Oh, no. Froze. Snap your fingers. Come on back. Come on. Bam. He's singing in the freeze.
There we go. So I don't want to lay 22 points.
Okay.
So looking for a way to capitalize on the lack of defense for Colorado.
That's fair.
They gave up 42 points to TCU. On the road.
That's 42. That's not over 45.
Yeah, Oregon's offense is better. They have a better offense than TCU does.
This is one of those ones, too, where Oregon is going to score and keep scoring and keep scoring.
Yeah, because there's a lot of – because the coach of Oregon made the comments about Colorado and Prime in the preseason.
Everybody's doing that, though.
But that was before all of this. And now Prime's using it again. Prime saying it's personal, made it all about me. And I think this is an opportunity for – and it happens in college football a lot. This is you're cute, you're cuddly. I'm going to smack the shit out of you and remind you who I am.
Say my name.
That's what this is.
It's personal.
Yeah. Well, no, not personal. This is shut up. This is go sit in the corner. You're at the kiddie table. Stop trying to play with the big boys right now. You're nowhere near it.
Wow.
And I think this is a reality check moment for Colorado on the road against Oregon.
Damn.
They're not going to stop. If they can hang 60, they will hang 60. In my opinion. We'll see if the Buffs defense is any good.
It's over, pass. I can't. It may go under, but I don't want to bet it. You want to talk about sitting there sweating it.
Penn State laying 14.5 against Iowa.
Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah.
We're doing that.
That's coming at me. Here's the teaser. Bills pick, Chiefs -7.
Oh, what loses that?
I'm 2-0 doing it, so I'm doing it again. Taking the 2 most popular picks, Survivor.
Oh. and putting them together.
Putting them together and teasing them down. I could do the Cowboys too. I just don't particularly love the Cowboys. I just have a weird thing about the Cowboys right now in that game. It scares me. I'd rather do Bills.
Number with the Cowboys, though.
What do you mean? No, I get Bills on a pick 'em.
Well, you could do a 3-teamer.
Oh, well, I don't necessarily do 3-teamers a lot often, but
I will say bet this.
Okay.
Washington's going to get you. That's the one.
All right, I don't. If Washington beats the Bills, the Patriots are live to win the division. So
stop.
I'm just telling you. I mean, the Dolphins are really live to win the division. That is a monster loss. The Bills have 2 losses in their first 4 games. That is not good for Buffalo. Disagree. The Bills are losing to the Washington Commanders. Disagree with that. Right. Denver, Miami over 47.5.
Wow. I say bet this.
I don't think Denver's going to stop Miami.
No,
and I think the receivers for Denver actually, and Denver's offense might actually play pretty well in this game.
47.5. 40. Yeah, this is a bet.
Okay.
I like. Who do you like in a side in that game?
Miami. Raiders laying 2.5 to the Steelers.
Bet it.
Okay.
Disgusted with myself.
And finally, you have to give us the Doc parlay.
Dr. G parlay. All right. He said to emphasize that these are straight plays.
Okay.
And then the round robin money lines is for the home run. Let me see. I want to read it exactly. Emphasize that these are all straight bets plus the points. The roundies are for good times because Dr. G likes to have good times.
Okay.
And he's really good at having good times. But the 4 games are, let me make sure we got they're going to be in order of rotation number, not time. So I will give you the game number and the team. 322 West Virginia at home, plus the points right now, currently 5, 5.5, or 6, depending where you shop.
Okay.
Against Texas Tech. 342 Pitt, plus the points against me and Perrault both. He's getting 7. Wow, that just moved to 3 places. It's 7 now.
Oh, it came down
7.5.
Wow. Yeah. Okay.
But he's got them. 376 Wazoo against Oregon State, plus 3 right now, but also available, on the money line against Oregon State. And game number 389, Memphis, plus 6.5 against Missouri. The game is at the neutral site, Perrault Field Memorial Stadium. That's that empty stadium in St. Louis.
Yep.
So those are his 4 games. And then Nikki the Blade sent the ACC plays.
Okay.
Triple digit dogs. He's calling it the triple D's.
Triple D's. We like those.
Triple D's. Everybody likes triple D's. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Rutgers plus 24.
I like that.
Temple plus 23. And UConn plus now 22.
Jeez.
When he sent it to me this morning, it was 21. So that's from a guy who's worked in a book a long time, too. He's not working in a book now. He's in Connecticut. But he loves
He likes UConn. Wow. Let me quickly, I'm going to roll through this because I want to see what the money line parlay would pay out here for West Virginia. Pitt.
Yep.
Where is this? Is
Washington State.
Got to find these games.
Yeah, it would be easier if they had the game numbers on the European apps, but they don't. So good luck. You need the start times of those. Washington State is at 4:00 Pacific.
Thank you. That's perfect.
Eastern. Yep.
7 o'clock Eastern.
7:00 Eastern, 4:00 Pacific. Yes.
So that would be Washington. Where's
Washington State against Oregon State? Yep. And what's the other game? Memphis, Missouri is at 4:30 Pacific, 7:30 Eastern.
7:30 Eastern.
Yep.
For Memphis, Missouri. We're taking Memphis.
Memphis. Dog.
And then I need, what time is Pitt?
Pitt is at the start time of that 5:00 Pacific, 8:00 Eastern. Night game action.
A lot of night game action. So that number is
Everybody loves night game action too.
Wow, a game's off the board at FanDuel. You got to go all the way down to the extra games at FanDuel to get that game. To get Pitt, there it is. That is a 60-1, 62-1
on the 4-game parlay.
Money line parlay.
Dr. G's going on vacation if one of those hit.
62-1.
That's why he does it round robin by 3. Because if you go 3 out of 4, it's 20-1, 25-1, depending on which one you hit.
Which one comes in?
Yeah.
Right.
So
wow,
I mean,
that's phenomenal.
Yeah,
all right,
there
there
you
you go on that. Okay, time for super chats. Friday's show always goes long. Okay, super chat. From Dave's Daily Pick. Dave, we teasing the Steelers, right?
Up through to 7, probably.
Okay.
Dang
Mikey, awesome. You're my favorite thing about today, so I'm going to leave that for that.
Thank you.
Who wants 269? LAK, the Los Angeles Kings at Arizona under 6. Arizona money line plus 150 in preseason hockey.
Starts today. Believe it or not. Under. Very good play.
Wow.
Pick your poison with the sides. But
yikes.
Yeah.
Great hat, Dave. Go Fish. Chris Covey. Jeep. Jessup 121. Any concerns about taking MTSU against CSU? Seems like a bad spot.
MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University.
Against Colorado State, I believe. Yep.
Oh. Bad spot for Colorado State? Yes or no?
Yeah, yes. After the Colorado game, yes.
After that, yeah. Where's the game?
And they're not very good on top of that, too.
Who is not good?
Colorado State.
That is a tough spot for them.
That was
this is one
they just
we
played
haven't
their Super
talked
Bowl.
about. Oh, there it is. Wow. Middle Tennessee's 3.5 or 3.
They just played their Super Bowl. So I like fading that.
Okay.
JPC the 4th wearing no pants is called poo bearing. Yep. Appreciate that. Crunchy Beaver. Matt seems to have a fetish for pantless mascots. He discussed furries with his class this week. You never know about people. Laugh my ass off. Crunchy Beaver, that's not very nice. I simply asked these questions. I didn't talk about pantless things. That was our friend. Adam Hill pointed out the fact that mascots not wearing pants is a weird thing, and I disagree.
Very fair thing.
It's a degree thing. Let's see. Dave's Daily Pick. Why do animal mascots need pants? They're fucking animals. Also, the Giants guy seems to have. Also, the Giants guy is the same mascot for herpes. What? Okay, is that true? Is there a mascot for herpes?
I don't know.
It'd be pretty wild. There's a mascot for herpes. Okay, Crunchy Beaver.
Let's go. List. He's going to be one of the producers, and he's going to get a wrench if he keeps this up.
Let's go, Dave. Quick, better to book it for Crunchy Beaver.
Let's go.
Oregon State.
Listen,
Oregon
he's a big
State
contributor to the show. So anything that Crunchy wants, Crunchy gets. Go.
Oregon State Wazoo under 58.5.
Under.
Bet it. Agree. Sam Houston State against Houston under 37.5.
Sam Houston State against who?
Houston. Yep.
10. Hold on. Do you know the line on this game? It's
No.
11, and the total's 37.5.
So Sam Houston State scores 3 points.
What in the hell kind of game is that? That's the first time, and we're the only show in the world talking about this game. They ain't even talking about this game in Houston. What's the play? Under?
By the way, Leighton Winston got up to go do Roll Call Friday to drop in Australia and then went back to bed. You're the man. So four countries now.
God bless. Look at that. Hey, boys, I know I'm late to the party, but I just woke up coming from the 3912 Somerville, Australia. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. He's going back to
bed. That's great.
Leighton. Love it.
It's phenomenal.
What is the play? Crunchies. Under?
Yeah, under 37.5.
Yes.
Okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. App State plus 3.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. He's right about that. Do that. Yes.
Texas State minus 17.5. No idea.
Who they playing?
I don't know. And then the D-Gen special, Hawaii minus 3.
Jeez.
Last game of the night.
Looked at Hawaii. Who they playing? It ain't the last game.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Hawaii's.
Oh, it is. Oh, they're at home. New Mexico State.
Yeah, I like it.
New Mexico State may go to the island and win.
Oh, no. Disagree.
Yeah.
Take Hawaii.
Yeah.
Green Bay minus 1.5 this week. They looked pretty good last week, even though they lost.
I like Green Bay again.
Yeah, I
Can't make it. I don't know what to make of Saints defense though.
Yeah, and he likes Denver, Miami over 48 as well. He has one more. He said, and for fun, alternate lines with a parlay. He has Titans -3 at +210, Vikings -3 at +115, Rams -3 at +165. The original lines all looked wrong to me. I might bump the Vikings up to -6. That parlay's got to pay out.
Wow,
like 10 to
really?
1, right? He's taking dogs and making them favorites.
Yeah, what are the plus prices?
210, 115, 165.
Oh, that pays more than 10 to 1. Yeah, that's good. Put those three together in a parlay calculator. It's probably closer to 15. I don't know about the Rams. I like the Bengals.
Okay. And he said just to make an even $50, he gave us $5 more. So more bang for your buck. 220s and a 10 as far as I'm concerned for characters and the message from Crunchy Meaver. You're the man. Chris Covey,
multiple
Rangers
super chats to get more characters and questions with the same amount. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
Rangers versus Mariners, Miller versus Dunning. Over.
Wow.
Over.
Mariners sidewise.
Yep. Mariners in the over.
Okay.
I like that. That was the last game that fell off my card was Rangers Mariners over.
Really?
I didn't bet it. Yeah, I was looking really heavily at it. And I just didn't bet it. Didn't bet it for the juice tonight. And then 6-point teaser. Steelers +8.5, Jets +8.5, Chargers +7. Which one burns them? I wouldn't touch the Jets. You're asking for a pick 6. Patriots win by 10.
That's
what you're asking for right there.
What a terrible way to lose.
Happened to me last week with the Bears.
That's probably it.
I literally had that happen to me with Justin Fields last week. Don't ask bad quarterbacks to keep you in games.
Jeez. Chargers could be no. I think the Chargers trade scores and that game finishes like 28-24 or something like that. So I think they stay within the numbers. It's the Jets.
I would agree. Okay. Favorite thing about today is what?
Man, oh man, there's so many things. We've been together here for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
I got a good one for you that I don't think you've seen yet. So you're going to like mine.
Oh, fantastic. Well, the Friday things that happened on the social media, amazing. The super chats, amazing. All of the above. But I think the favorite thing about today was you playing that DJ Thump video.
It's pretty good.
So far, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Yeah. And then on the rewatch on the weekend, I'll put it on like I put it on last night. And the kids came home from the Aviators game and they were talking about dads and daughters. We were talking about dads and daughters, and Smalls was on and saying about daughters don't listen to their dads. And Kendall turned to me and goes, she's right. I was like, that's not nice. It was hilarious. So if the kids are watching the show later, we're going to ask them, why don't mascots wear pants? And why is Adam Hill right? That was my other favorite thing about today.
Good point. So I lived in Virginia, right?
Briefly.
So I lived in Virginia. I lived there for almost 2 years. I lived there for a while.
I thought that was a 1 year and out.
It was like I worked there for a year and a half, and then I moved to DC for 3 months, and then I went. So it was like a 17, 16 month type of thing.
That's about my stint in Curacao as well, a year and a half.
Somewhere in that length with Virginia. So I had a Virginia license plate. It did not look like that, however. Dave, that's real.
Who did that?
Mikey Awesome. That is not a fucking fake thing. That is
that's on his car?
That's his actual license plate. He told
Come on, bro.
He told me he was going to do this 2 weeks ago. He asked my permission. He said, would you guys think it's weird if I go and got that as my license plate? And I said, you fucking kidding me? Dude, I couldn't believe it. He got it yesterday. That is Mikey Awesome's. He has a BVB Brigade.
Come on.
License plate.
Come on.
How unbelievable is that?
I'm out of words. I'm out of
That
words.
is my favorite thing about today.
I'm out. I have nothing. That's it.
It's
Just
just
end the show. That's tremendous.
Unbelievable. You will see us guys tonight in like, I don't know, 4 hours. So Dave and I hosting on Sports Grid tonight from 8 to 10 Eastern time, doing in-game live prime time, watching college games with you guys and previewing the weekend for Saturday and Sunday. So if you want even more of this, you'll get even more coming up later on tonight on Sports Grid. Dave, Matt, have a phenomenal weekend. We'll talk to you on Monday for another